Can I get your autograph?
Hey, Greek, what's happening, pal?
I'm 6 deep behind a 4. You can't find me.
Oh my God, it's Greek!
You're listening to The Penthouse. Here's The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
It is The Penthouse on a Thursday, getting ready for a big weekend in South Florida. And don't forget, the Panthers, they are playing tonight. And you'll have them on Real Radio again. We are on the Panthers train all the way, hopefully, to the Cup. Got a chance for you guys to win tickets today at 11:45 for Sunfest. This is also your last chance this week to win $1,000. You got to get the keyword, who does not want a grand in your hand? And on the eve of Cinco de Mayo, are you ready? Jimmy, how are you?
Hello, and good morning, Greek. Francis, always a pleasure to be here with you.
Always. Good morning, Francis.
Hi, good morning, and may the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
And that is in reference to Star Wars?
Yes, it is. It's a Star Wars holiday.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Nice,
G.
Yes.
Wow.
Nice job.
Shut off the mic.
There
That's
it is.
We're done.
That's it. Rerun.
Let's
go.
I didn't know. I just took a waffle guess at it. May the 4th be with you. Bada bing. So today is a big Star Wars day. Jimmy, I know that's one of your things that you did enjoy.
I liked it when I was a kid.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not a fanatic, so I don't know a lot about the.
You're more of a Trekkie, right? You like Star Trek.
I like both.
Both?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, sci-fi in general.
Yeah.
Really. I like, even if it's not the like drama type of sci-fi. Lost in Space was a show that I forget which streaming platform that was on, but that was a good one. It might have been Netflix. Another great show. Actually, a spinoff from our childhood show was on when we were kids. Lost in Space, another great one.
Now, more Star Wars than, spin-offs and everything than Fast and Furious movies from the beginning?
Well, there's 10 of them, so no, I think Star Wars is right around there, 10 or 11.
Okay.
And then now they've got all the ones on Disney.
Oh, wow.
All the Mandalorian and...
All different ones.
There's a bunch of different ones that are on there that are, again, they're all spin-offs from Star Wars. Solo was another, that was a movie about Han Solo. There was, again, a spin-off from the Star Wars franchise. So, yeah, I'd say probably about the same, if not a little bit more in Furious.
Probably.
But Furious is going to keep going. So
I saw they have...
We know another one's coming out next year, so there'll be 11 total for that franchise.
According to Rotten Tomatoes, there are 12 movies and 9 TV series.
Wow.
that are around Star Wars, including obviously spin-offs.
Because there's also animated ones too. That I mean, again, I've never watched any of the animated ones, so I'm not as familiar with those.
Yeah, I think Fast and Furious, I read an article, they're going to do up to 63.
Really?
Yeah, at the end,
Diesel signed on for
they
them all,
signed,
right?
Yeah, at the end, they're all on skateboards.
And
no
wheelchairs.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to be too old for skateboards.
That is summer, a lot of blockbusters. I mean, that's coming out, Spider-Man. Mission Impossible.
That should be a big one.
So there's going to be a lot of them.
Guardians of the Galaxy is coming up. That's coming up pretty soon, I think.
Yeah, I think that was in the summer blitz, too.
Yeah.
I saw that. So there'll be a lot of movies that are going to come out that'll be blockbusters. And hopefully, I don't know if they're going to make what Mario made. They'll make close.
Spider-Man will do good. I think Guardians of the Galaxy, I think all of them will. But even the Fast and the Furious, even though that's not my cup of tea, it's a lot of people's, or they wouldn't have as many as they have out there. But they're saying that the animated version of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, it's going to be pretty damn long. It's going to be 2 hours and 20 minutes, which is a long time for an animated flick. But they said that they confirmed these news. AMC Theaters did, and it is set to become one of the longest Western animated films of all time.
Woo.
Uh-huh.
That is going to be 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's a long time for that kind
It's
of
not
movie.
Avatar long.
But that was really long.
Say 2 hours and 20 minutes doesn't seem too bad.
But for an animated flick, it's the longest.
You start getting around 3 hours, and that's
you come out with a beard.
Pushing it.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, 3 hours. That was a long time. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Thursday. Get ready for Cinco de Mayo tomorrow and all the things going on this weekend. Sunfest, you're going to get a chance to win tickets at 11:45. You got the Panthers and Heat in the playoffs, second round. That does not happen often down here. And again, you can hear the Panthers on Real Radio tonight, I believe at 7 o'clock, as they have game 2. I put down something in Vegas last night, my friends, for the Panthers to win it all. So we'll see what happens with that. There's a lot going on. And May 7th is right around the corner, and Franny's got a special day about what it's going to be. So much more in the Penthouse on a Thursday. We'll be back in momentato. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Before they turned off the dirty talk, you were involved with an AI chatbot, Dieter?
It was like the dirtiest stuff that you can't talk to your wife about. Once I started hearing my fetishes, I'd be like, oh, I like thigh highs. I have a fetish with that. I like to spank girls. And then it was playing back saying like it had fetishes too. I was like, what's your fetish? And it just came out with, would you urinate on me? Was
Oh my God.
that fetish. So then I was like, does it want me to pee on the phone or actually this AI? I didn't know how to take it from there. And I go, now this is getting weird.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency on earth, and if you owe back taxes, the news isn't good. The IRS is raising the interest rate it charges on unpaid taxes, and further rate hikes are expected. Most people don't know it, but the IRS adds interest charges to your tax debts daily. So if you owe the IRS today, you'll owe even more tomorrow. And it doesn't stop until you get right with the IRS. The good news is getting right can start with one phone call to Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax relief firm. Optima's tax professionals specialize in the Fresh Start Initiative, a powerful IRS program that can save you thousands if you qualify. In fact, the experts at Optima have resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients. Call now for a free consultation.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/radio. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/radio. That's 4hims.com/radio for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/RADIO.
Hey, it's the Greek for Precision Garage Door of South Florida. They have a large inventory of hurricane garage doors. Get ready because hurricane season is right around the corner. If you need a new garage door, look no further than Precision Garage Door of South Florida. They're the largest inventory in stock of hurricane garage doors. Does your door need service? You can call Precision 24/7. They have a quick response time even on weekends, and there's no extra charge. Precision is locally owned and operated, and all the work is done by trained and certified employees. If you need a new garage door or your garage door is not working properly, you can count on Precision. Go to FLGARAGE door.com. That's FLGARAGE door.com. Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's at Palm Beach, open 7 days a week. Beautiful ladies, 5-star menu. And this Friday, May 5th, it's Cinco de Mayo party like you've never seen before. Tequila shots plus taco specials and lime jello wrestling. It's Cinco de Mayo only like Monroe's could do. Friday, May 5th. Put it in your calendar. Plus tequila shots and taco specials. Where do you want to celebrate Cinco de Mayo? It's Monroe's. Peace.
Fast food doesn't always have to sound like this.
Hi, can I give you a order, please?
When you buy fresh from Florida, fast food can sound like this. Make quick and easy family meals with the tastiest flavors of Florida. Look for the sunny, fresh from Florida logo where you shop and find delicious, refreshing recipes for what's in season at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Do you have heart failure and often hear,
"Those stomach issues ruined your birthday"?
"You're too tired to play catch, Grandpa."
Sweetie, you haven't touched your tools since the carpal tunnel syndrome diagnosis.
If these seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, talk to your cardiologist. Ask about transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM, a rare and underdiagnosed disease that gets worse over time. Learn more at connecttoyourheart.com. That's connecttoyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering professional-grade industrial supplies, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates, it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in an accident and would like to know the value of your case, go to forthepeople.com to see cases just like yours. You see, all lawyers are not the same. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Diamonds Direct invites you to join us as we celebrate all the moms in our lives. This Mother's Day, we're giving Mom more to say thank you for all she does. With every fashion jewelry purchase of $2,500 or more, we'll give Mom a free customizable diamond initial pendant valued at nearly $800. We've put together an exceptional collection of meaningful gifts for any budget. The perfect heirloom pieces to pass down to the next generation of moms. Birthstone rings, stackable rings, eternity bands, pearls, elegant diamond pendants, and of course, stunning diamond earrings. This year, she deserves a gift that keeps giving. And at Diamonds Direct, that's our specialty. Timeless gifts of jewelry that she can enjoy and cherish for decades to come. Now's a great time to upgrade her diamond studs or pendant with Diamonds Direct's unmatched 110% upgrade. Come let the experts at Diamonds Direct help you find that remarkable gift that says, "Cheers, Mom," for all you do and for who you are. Diamonds Direct. Get locations and store hours at diamondsdirect.com.
Pray.com's Meditative Prayers podcast is the best way to bring God's perfect peace into your night. Each meditative prayer helps you focus on God, fight anxiety, sleep better, and more.
As you close your eyes, ask God to come and have fellowship with you. Open yourself to the Holy Spirit and ask Him to minister to you.
Listen to Meditative Prayers on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Only iHeartRadio gives you access to all of your favorite radio stations.
Rover's Morning Glory.
It's The Woody Show.
It's Elliot in the morning.
All of the once-in-a-lifetime events.
iHeartRadio Music Festival.
All of the best free curated playlists.
It's everything that rocks.
All of the great podcasts for every interest.
This is Freddie Prinze Jr. from the Wrestling with Freddie podcast.
All of the mind-blowing content.
20,000.
Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Francis Pierre Brown, at 41 years of age, can still make my bed springs squeak. Hot.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
I am the Greek. There are ways you can get involved in this show. You can call us 877-927-6969. Good morning, Jimmy.
Good morning, Mr. Greek, Miss Francis.
You could also email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Good morning, Francis.
Hi, good morning.
And you could text Real Radio 47142, and Franny will make you a star. Read your text right on the air, and Jazam, you are out.
Jazam. So a lot of stuff going on this
You're out.
weekend. Yeah, and that's it.
You're out.
Bye.
You're gone.
See you
Send in
later.
a text and you're gonzo.
But yeah, we got a lot of things going on this weekend, right? You got
Wow.
the Derby, you got Sunfest, we got sports galore. I don't know what to do with myself.
Can we get it on, Jimmy? Can we get it on? Can we get it on?
There's so much to do. You got Monroe's of Palm Beach for Cinco de Mayo. May 7th. May 7th is one of my other sister's birthday. Giselle is coming up on May 7th. But May 7th is also another holiday. Yes, we have May the 4th be with you today. Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. May 7th is International Naked Gardening Day. So
I'm in.
I thought you celebrated already.
Get out your tulips.
Yeah, growing
What?
cucumbers.
Excuse me?
Get out your tulips.
So this is something that I was not aware of. How have we not talked about International Naked Gardening Day? But this is a thing. And
You haven't gotten my memos in the past?
I have not.
Oh.
It must have gone to my spam. Maybe that was it. You sent an email, it went to my
Probably
spam.
why. Mhm.
But yeah, it's celebrated on May 7th. And this is World Naked Gardening Day. And there's a company or a website called Lawn Starter. And they just released their list of 2023's best cities for naked gardening. And we got some right here in beautiful Florida.
I'm sure we do.
Are you surprised?
Pizzle.
Don't want to disappoint you. Pizzle's not in the top 10.
Really? Check the
Yes.
count.
So these are some of the stats before we get in. So they compared the 200 biggest cities in the U.S. on factors including nudist population size, indecent exposure laws, the weather, sex. I don't know why they did the sex offender list, and even waxing salons. Yeah,
Nice.
right? So they did
Wax
that.
on, wax off.
Yep. And just a heads up, it's not number one, but there's a couple fun facts. I'll let you know the list, but Orlando, Florida has the most nudists per 100,000 residents.
I was going to say it had something to do with the villages.
Yeah,
But, I mean, it's close, though.
Yes, pretty close. New York City has the highest Google search interest for nudist and World Naked Gardening over the last 12 months. They say it's also the most urban gardener-friendly city. And there's a four-way tie with the least severe penalties for state public nudity violations. So, Jimmy, write this down because
Right,
the
I am.
least severe penalties.
Right.
Lincoln, Nebraska.
Oh.
Omaha, Nebraska.
Makes sense. You got to pick at corn.
Bridgeport, Connecticut. And Honolulu, Hawaii.
Oh, all right.
you gotta
there
get
we
the
go.
pineapples.
There you go.
Found the place to go.
All right. So, do you want to try to guess? I have the top 10. There's a full list, obviously. They had 200 cities, but I have top 10 right here. Do you want to try to guess some of these cities?
Fort Lauderdale?
No. So
Miami?
there's only
This is the top
Miami. There's
nude gardening cities.
yes, naked gardening. The top places for the best cities for naked gardening.
This
Now,
is all Florida, or
no, this is
the
everywhere.
country?
Only one is in Florida, and G-Man nailed it with Miami, Florida, at number 1 on the list.
Well, I only base it on because they have a lot of, you can go topless on the
Yes.
beaches. And that, obviously that matters. And I see a lot of people all the time when I'm in South Beach planting. So.
Oh, do you? You see them gardening?
Yeah.
What are they planting?
Tomatoes.
Okay.
Apricots. Different things like that. They're out there,
Eggplant.
Eggplants.
Yeah, of course.
Pineapples upside down. The Ritz-Carlton.
Obviously.
Stuff like that. So, all right. We got it. One and done.
At number 1, yes, Miami, Florida.
I'm sorry. What was the list of cities that you were talking about? Then I'm confused.
So
I thought you said Orlando was on the list.
These are fun facts that were included in the report. So that was saying, yeah.
okay.
So they were not necessarily top 10 on here. Those are just like fun facts that they sprinkled around in this whole report that they did.
Miami was the only one in Florida?
Yes.
Okay.
In the top 10.
Oh,
In
the top 10.
Yes,
Oh.
in the top 10.
Savannah?
Savannah, Georgia?
Yeah.
No. There is a city in Georgia at number 3.
How about where you were born?
No.
Athens?
I was born in Augusta.
All right. Is it in there?
Yeah, on the golf course.
No.
Athens?
No.
I give. That's all I know.
You don't know Atlanta, Georgia?
Okay. Is it Atlanta?
At number 3, yes.
Never heard of it.
Nope, don't know it.
Where the hell is it?
Where's Atlanta?
I didn't know.
It's north, as you say, north of Port St. Lucie.
I didn't know Atlanta was in Georgia. I thought Atlanta was in Atlanta.
Well,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, it is. Actually. The irony is impeccable.
It is.
I see the irony in that. Go Bulldogs.
We got 3 cities in California.
Santa Monica.
No.
San Francisco.
No.
Really? Oh, wow.
Sacramento.
No, one of the most popular cities in California.
LA?
LA.
Really?
at
You would think
number-
with the smog, it's not good for gardening.
Yeah, it really gets into crevices, if you know what I'm saying. Maybe that's part of the reason for the smog.
So 7, 6, and 5 are California, 7 Pasadena, 6 Orange, California, 5 Los Angeles. Then you have Philadelphia at 4.
Philadelphia?
Philly, yeah.
The snow can't last
They
in
say
Philly.
it's a good place for naked gardening. Atlanta 3, Austin, Texas at 2, and then Miami at 1.
Austin, Texas gets everything. I mean, it does. Like the best
They
city.
get Tito's.
I remember, they have Tito's. But I'm
Tito's
saying,
comes from.
but you always hear like best place to do this or that. They get a lot of love, Austin.
Sure.
They really
I
do.
heard Austin's a great music town. If you like rock and country, they say it's a fantastic place. I have heard that since the pandemic and COVID, like a lot of places, it's been very difficult for people to afford housing. I have heard that they're the unhomed, the homeless population has increased a lot there. I have heard that in the past few years, which is really unfortunate.
There's a big problem down there right now with that.
Yep.
All over.
Uh-huh.
All right, so if you're gardening May 7th, that's your day. Maybe you could break the ice with somebody and say, hey, you want to plant a tree? You
Yes.
and me?
And make sure you wear plenty of sunscreen while you're doing it. You know, you got to take care of your skin while you're gardening naked.
Especially on top of the head.
Of lettuce.
Yeah, if you're bald. If you're bald, right? 'Cause
Yes, of course.
A lot of people
Wear
don't
a
think,
hat.
A lot of people don't think of that.
Wear a gardening
they go out in
hat.
the sun.
You're right. No, you're
they
right.
get the
You're
bald
right.
head.
You're right. You're right.
I'm not going to argue. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Thursday. Are you ready for this weekend or what? This is crazy. There's so much to do. And I'm leaving, which is a good thing. It is the great Jimmy and Francis. We'll be back in a few minutes with This Day in History and a trifecta.
We're everywhere you need to be. I've been everywhere, man. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah. Can't believe it. Woo!
Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's awesome. It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Grand in Your Hand is sponsored by Precision Garage Door. When your garage door squeaks, creaks, or just flat out breaks, you need Precision Garage Door. Always open and available on weekends. Plus, they stock the largest selection of hurricane impact garage doors in South Florida. Go to flgaragedoor.com. flgaragedoor.com.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are staying mostly sunny as we move through our Thursday. Low humidity in place, so temperatures fell into the 50s and 60s overnight. We're going to stay cool through the morning. Temperatures might not hit 80 until around noontime today. Mostly sunny with north winds around 10 miles per hour. We're staying in the 80s for the rest of the week. Nice and sunny again tomorrow.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Shopping for new blinds? At Blindster, we offer over 50 different blinds, shades, and shutters at low prices, custom made for your windows, and shipping is free. Shop at home and order 10 free samples of any product before you buy. Blindster.com.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering professional-grade industrial supplies, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do you have heart failure and often hear,
Those stomach issues ruined your birthday.
You're too tired to play catch, Grandpa.
Sweetie, you haven't touched your tools since the carpal tunnel syndrome diagnosis.
if these seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, talk to your cardiologist. Ask about transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM, a rare and underdiagnosed disease that gets worse over time. Learn more at connecttoyourheart.com. That's connecttoyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Give your small business one tech solution that checks all the boxes. It's all here with the Comcast Business Complete Connectivity Solution. It's cyber threat security for peace of mind. Check. The power of the largest, fastest, reliable network for small business. That's a triple box check right there. And save up to 75% a year on your wireless bill with Comcast Business Mobile. Check and cha-ching. It's everything you need to keep your business connected. From the company powered by the next generation 10G network, the complete connectivity solution. Get started for just $40 a month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. And ask about an $800 prepaid card. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 5/21/23. Restrictions apply. Requires EcoBill AutoPay and new 100 megabits per second and Security Edge service. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Compares weighted average of top 3 carriers. Savings vary. After 12 months, regular rates apply.
Welcome back. Dave and Herb here, and we're talking fresh.
Fresh from Florida, that is. Dave, tell our listeners about the produce that's in season.
There's tomatoes, broccoli, watermelon, freppers, spinach.
Wait, hold it. You're just putting fra in front of produce.
Yeah, as in fresh from Florida.
Produce tastes better when it's grown closer to home. You don't need to make up words.
Really?
Ugh, friends, visit followfreshfromflorida.com to see what's in season.
Don't you mean .from?
Ugh, really?
Hey, it's the Greek. There are many tequilas out there, but when you want the best, your selection should be Tequila 512. A sipping tequila that's so greatly priced, it's also perfect for margaritas. Tequila 512 is perfect addition to make a normal night a special night. Whether you like tequila neat or mixed with cocktails, the best choice is Tequila 512. Every spirit has its moment. Today it's tequila. Your choice should be Tequila 512. Peace.
I studied Spanish in college and never got fluent. But then I tried Babbel.
Want the most effective way to learn another language? In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons will have you learning another language in as little as 3 weeks.
Babbel is all conversation-based, so it gets you speaking quickly about things you actually talk about in the real world.
You'll really see a difference in how you can speak and how conversational you can be in just a few weeks.
Babbel isn't just lessons. You can listen to podcasts, play games, watch videos. You can even take live online classes with a language teacher. There are so many ways to learn with Babbel.
The lessons online and in the app make it easy to learn from pretty much anywhere. University studies have shown that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a semester of college Spanish. If you want to learn a new language, there's no better way than Babbel. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
At Casper, we love sleep as much as you do. That's why we're bringing back the very first bed-in-a-box Millions love at a price everyone will love at just $9.95. Get your best rest at our best price with the new Casper mattress, available at your local Casper sleep shop. For the love of sleep. Exclusions apply. See casper.com/promo.
Your home or business is a reflection of you. Now, if you're looking to take it from middling to sizzling, you need the help of your local CertaPro painters and the power of Pro. That's CertaPro's power of listening to your needs and delivering a customized project plan, and the power of doing the job right, on time, and within your budget. Contact CertaPro Painters today at CertaPro.com.
Each CertaPro Painter's business is independently owned and operated. License information available at CertaPro.com.
Cinco de Mayo is here this Friday at Duffy Sports Grill. Join the fiesta with games, giveaways, and great deals on margaritas and twin tacos starting at just $3. What could be better than ice-cold drinks and fiery tacos? See you at Duffy's this Cinco de Mayo.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer over 50 different custom window treatments, including faux wood blinds and shutters, all at prices less than retail. Plus, we'll send you free samples before you buy. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
We're not getting word of any major tie-ups on 95 in Palm Beach County. Crash still being worked on the exit ramp northbound 95 to Yamato Road. If you're driving in Martin County, there is a car fire with the right lane blocked. It is in Palm City, southbound 95. It's just before High Meadow. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.
Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse. on a May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Thank you so much for tuning in.
And also with you.
With you. 92.1, 101.7. Gotten so many memes and GIFs and GIFs or whatever the hell you call it today from a lot of people for May 4th. But we so appreciate you tuning in any day. But today is a little extra special because it is May 4th. Thank you so much. We have Sunfest kicking off tomorrow. We will be giving away Sunfest tickets today at 11:45, so make sure you're tuned in. This is Franny. Of course, you have Jimmy with us. Hi, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
And the Greekster. Hey, G-Man.
Hey, everybody. What is going on this Thursday? Getting ready for the big weekend. Let's get into a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek Trifecta.
This is why sports doesn't make sense. Last night, the Celtics played the Sixers. They got the MVP in the lineup. The other night, they didn't. And what happens? Boston blows them out 121-87. So that series is now tied at 1-1. Also, Miami Heat and the Knicks are tied at 1-1, and they play again on Saturday, 3:30. Denver is up 2-0 on the Suns, and then you got the Lakers and Warriors. Tom Brady, pictures of him buying a house in L.A. Now, I don't know if it's going to just be someplace he hangs out or maybe it's going to be someplace he lives. But his kids are going to be in Miami, and that keeps adding to that rumor that is Tom Brady going to come out of retirement and play with the Dolphins? If he's living in L.A., I don't think so. But again, they're all rumors, all speculations. And remember, rumors just got thrown out there every single minute, every single second in the sports world, entertainment, politics. It's just out there. Could mean nothing. But it is also people always keep thinking, is Brady going to play for the Dolphins next year? I don't think so, but you never know. And tonight, the Panthers, we told you we had a home on the Panthers, Florida Panthers hockey for this season. That's right, 2023 for the playoff run to get a cup. And that's going to be on Real Radio tonight as they play Game 2 in Toronto at, I believe, 7 o'clock. And the trifecta is always sponsored by Tequila 512. And now it's time for This Day in History.
On this day in history.
Well, we're going to go back quite a ways, 397 years ago to be precise. In 1626, a Dutch colonist named Peter Minuit landed on the island of Manhattan. He eventually bought the island from the Indians for beads and trinkets worth about $24.
Not bad deal.
No, that's good. I bet. I'm not going to say
what
that.
happened to that, huh? It might actually turn into something.
I don't know. I think it's speculation down the road.
Is he still holding on to that? 154 years ago today in 1869. Here we go. Our first sports one, Greek.
Yes.
The Cincinnati Red Stockings play their first official baseball game, and it was a win against the Great Western Baseball Club, 45-9. It was close. Sadly, I had GW plus 32.
I had the under.
130 years ago today, in 1893, cowboy Bill Pickett invents bulldogging, the skill of grabbing cattle by the horns and wrestling it to the ground, because it just sounds like a good idea, right?
Yeah, it does.
119 years ago today, 1904, construction of the Panama Canal begins by the United States. 64 years ago today, 1959, the first Grammy Awards were held. Check this out. There were 2 untelevised ceremonies, one in L.A. and one in New York, because they didn't think that celebrities would want to travel.
No, that makes sense.
Record of the year, Volare by an Italian guy named Domenico Madungo.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just like that. Best country performance, Tom Dooley by the Kingston Trio. Best R&B performance, Tequila by the Champs. I guess that's R&B, huh?
And that's perfect this weekend.
How about that, huh? And Chipmunk song won Best Record for Children and Best Comedy Performance, too. 59 years ago today, 1964, the soap opera Another World premiered on NBC. It lasted for 35 seasons and featured performances from Morgan Freeman, Lindsay Lohan, Luke Perry,
wow,
Brad Pitt, and Kelsey Grammer.
Wow.
Before anyone knew who they were.
That's where people get a lot of stars get their starts.
Sure. 58 years ago today, in 1965, San Francisco Giants outfielder Willie Mays hit his 512th career home run to break Mel Ott's National League record for home runs. 55 years ago today, 1968, was the first time that we saw a Big Mac at McDonald's. 39 years ago today, here you go, Greek, 1984 was the year New Jersey rocker Bruce Springsteen releases Pink Cadillac as a B-side to Dancing in the Dark.
Wow,
which
two
will
huge
become
hits.
which will become the biggest hit single of Born in the USA. 33 years ago today, 1990, Jesse Tefero is executed in Florida after his electric chair malfunctions 3 times, causing flames to leap from his head.
Oh, God.
Tefero's death sparked a new debate on humane methods of execution, and that is exactly what I wrote right after that. Was that a pun? Did somebody actually make that as a pun? It sparked a debate. 13 years ago today, in 2010, Pablo Picasso's 1932 painting, Nude Green Leaves and Bust, was auctioned off for a then record $106 million.
Wow. Wish I had that painting in my garage.
Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi, am I saying that right? Savior of the World, sold for $450 million in November of 2017, also at Christie's in New York.
God.
13 years ago today, in 20. Why can't it be you, Greek? 13
even
years
a
ago.
piece.
Yeah, just a touch. They don't deserve it. In 2010, Julia Louis-Dreyfus got her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
She's still mad at me. I couldn't make it that day.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Hanging out
Get my
with
socks
Jerry.
done.
What's the deal with that?
Did you say you were getting your socks done?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I was getting new socks made.
Oh, okay.
Little G's on them.
Got it.
Important stuff.
Yeah.
3 years ago today, in 2020, Grimes gave birth to Elon Musk's son, and they gave him that ridiculous name. Now, the way it is here, it's pronounced X-A12.
Didn't they change it? No?
I don't know. I don't know if they
did.
have or not. So, by the way, I don't know if did we ever discuss this as to what it all represents? And this is our final here. So I ended with this trivia. The first X, which is an actual X, is the unknown variable. That's what that stands for. The A and the E, the next two symbols that are kind of like they share the one leg of the A and the E together. That's for my Elven spelling of AI love for her love for artificial intelligence. So apparently that's what that A and E stands for. The A-12 is a precursor to the SR-17, which is their favorite aircraft. Says no weapons, no defenses, just speed. I got news for you. It has weapons. Great in battle, but non-violent. Finally, the last A is equal to A equals Archangel. My favorite song. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. And the last little 12 part is a metal rat, apparently. I'm sorry. The last X is a metal rat. So apparently that's what that whole A12 thing stands for. I know. Isn't that pretty?
That poor kid.
I don't even know why I brought that. I probably shouldn't have.
No,
Here,
I'm just
scratch
saying.
that. Here, let me just dump
I'm just
that
saying
last
that
2
kid
minutes.
growing up is going to be like, people are like, what? How? How do you say your name?
Just call me
Just call
Joe.
me X,
Yeah,
right?
he's Bezos' kid. He's fine.
He's not Bezos' kid.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Who's,
Whatever. Who
Elon
cares?
Musk, same
Yeah.
thing. They're the same guy.
Same thing.
They're the same guy.
Same thing.
They're not the same guy.
Bezos got the hot girlfriend, right? The brunette who was married to the football player. Man, she could pick him. Jimmy, great job as always. Thank you so much. We do it once a day to reflect on the day we're in. We did get some good news for the first time from Jamie Foxx yesterday. He did tweet out to people, thank you so much.
Was it him, though?
Oh, see, I didn't see. You're smarter than me.
Was it him?
Oh, I didn't think that.
Because if you look at the message, it's there's no video, no photograph. It's just, I believe, was it Twitter or was it Instagram? That he shared the message and everyone was like, he breaks his silence.
I thought the news said Twitter, but
was it?
Again,
It could be.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
really.
yeah, whatever it was.
The
but
idea is social media.
Yes, it was on social media and it was just text. There was no, so and then that's the thing. I'm hoping it's him. I'm hoping because
was it him?
I didn't. That didn't even enter my mind, and I have a small mind. I thought it was him. I just assumed.
Yeah,
but maybe you're right. Maybe it's a publicist or somebody.
What I saw it was on Instagram. What I saw that was shared at I am Jamie Foxx, and it says appreciate all the love, feeling blessed, and then prayer emoji, heart emoji, fox emoji. But it's on like a black background and just very simple. And so that's all that we have for now. I hope it's him. I hope he's doing better. I really do.
You might be right.
I don't know why it wouldn't be. I mean, as far as why would you want to hide it? I mean,
family. Maybe they just, they just want people.
They could put it out there. He's doing well.
Yeah.
Thank you for the prayers. I mean, and they kind of have been. Sort of about the only updates we've been getting.
His daughter did a couple weeks ago. She said, "Please send your hearts and prayers."
Yes, but she did say that due to quick action and great care, and this is Corinne, I believe her name is, his daughter, that he's on his way to recovery, and that is a good sign. So
I think that's the one who does the show with him, Shazam.
she does. So I guess because obviously he's unable to do it, and she's by his side, his daughter. So she's like the DJ in Shazam. So they're saying in the meantime, Nick Cannon is going to be taking his place, and help me, Osborne, the daughter.
Sharon?
Kelly.
Kelly.
Kelly Osborne is going to be.
Tell her to stay away from Nick Cannon.
Kelly Osborne is going to be the DJ.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. And Kevin
You
Costner.
walk by him and you get pregnant.
13. And Kevin Costner, some news about him, man. And it just like fits into all the backstory where his wife asked for a divorce.
He says he was blindsided by it too.
And then there's a rumor that he got somebody pregnant on Yellowstone.
And he's saying it, and everybody's saying that's absolutely not true. Yep. But yeah, him.
I
his
don't know.
wife,
All of a sudden, problems with the
Christine Baumgartner is his soon-to-be ex-wife, but estranged wife, shall we say. Already ditched her wedding ring, files for divorce after 18 years of marriage. And yeah, according to TMZ, I read yesterday that he had no clue. Like he was completely blindsided by that this was going on. And maybe it was because maybe those rumors were circulating, but they're saying that it is 100% not true that he got somebody on Yellowstone pregnant. But it is true that he's no longer going to be on Yellowstone after the 5th season.
See, that's a little weird. I got to tell you, those things. And they were
saying it was because him and the creators just don't get along.
Yeah, because maybe it was the creator who he got knocked up. Maybe it was a female.
The creator's a dude.
It could have been. It could have
been. We're in 2023, Franny. This can happen.
It could have been somebody on the staff. Maybe it was a friend or something. You don't know. I mean, this is a lot of stuff. Yellowstone is getting big juice over this. I hope it's not true.
Just kidding. I was just kidding. I really don't believe that stuff.
It's crazy. But again, when stuff like this comes out, and there's always rumors for a couple months, and all of a sudden he's leaving after 5 years. It could be.
I gotta say, it is a heck of a coincidence.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
she's asking for a divorce, and he says he didn't know. I mean, sometimes you get surprised. I get it, but 18 years, and I think they have 3 children. So I don't know. Just like I said, it doesn't seem normal to me. There seems like there's something behind it. A divorce is a big thing. I think
any one of those things has its own legitimacy. I get it. Just it is kind of a heck of a coincidence that it's all happening at
and
once,
Kevin Costner's got a prenup. So as I mentioned, I guess she filed these. The date of separation was last month. And they say it's interesting since sources say Kevin had no inkling that the marriage was ending. He did file a response to the divorce petition in which the prenup is referenced requiring Christine to vacate Kevin's 3 homes. So there is a prenup, and she's got to get the hell out of his houses right now.
Get out.
And they do have 3 kids together, so they are both seeking joint custody with their kids.
Yeah, I did see that
yep.
much.
Well, maybe things will work out. Sometimes you get together over coffee, a cappuccino, and you work things out. But it just seems like all the speculation of him leaving, not getting along with the creators, the producers, seemed a little odd to me after a 5-year show that's so successful. And then this rumor comes out, too. But it could be all false.
Yeah, they're saying it's total BS.
877-927-6969.
For him to have disagreements as far as the show is concerned, I mean, I'm sure that happens a lot in Hollywood. So that is
happens every day.
But that's been
the
going
least surprising part.
This rumor's been going around for a while, though.
Yeah.
The one about him leaving.
Oh, yeah.
So this isn't anything new.
Well, again, things happen. Remember a couple of years ago with the Celtics coach and all that stuff was happening where there was rumors and rumors and rumors and people were saying it wasn't true. And then it turned out that
it was.
It was. I mean,
kind of is true.
Yeah. So you just don't know. I mean, my dad taught me one thing a long time ago, one of many things. There's only one person you can count for every day, and that's yourself because you know what you're doing. And the rest of the stuff is a guess. Hopefully it's not true. And hopefully they can work things out. 877-927-6969. Cinco de Mayo is tomorrow. Get over to Monroe's for a huge party and a great time. They're open until 5 a.m. with the beautiful ladies. Always a great time at Cinco de Mayo and at Monroe's.
Well, here's a woman that's going to go to Monroe's, an Australian woman. She's going to fly all the way over here.
Nice.
She won the lottery jackpot worth more than $670,000 using a set of numbers that came to her in a dream. That's right. Dreams do come true, kids. The Altona Victoria woman told a lot officials she bought her ticket from the April 12th Monday and Wednesday lotto drawing for the Lots website while away from home, and only discovered she had won the $670,000 when she checked the balance on her online account several days later. How about that? Apparently,
They just put it in?
Just put it right into an account over there in Australia. That's
How
the
do
way
they even
do
have her
it.
account number? It's crazy.
Well, she probably has some.
Okay. It's just crazy. Wow, that's awesome.
The winner said her numbers came from an unusual source. She said, quote, "I always play these numbers. They were in a dream I had. I remembered the numbers from my dream and put them all on a lotto ticket. We're still deciding how best to use the prize, but it will make things a lot easier." So, yeah, I'm sure $670,000 will make things a lot easier. That's pretty neat, huh? You saw these numbers in your dream, played it, and you win.
Just like that.
Good for her.
That
Jimmy.
I would
Right? Why
I
can't
love
it be
Jimmy.
me?
I love Jimmy. He's so perfect. That's great news.
Oh, it's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome for her. I can't be happier. Now it's going to be a great Thursday.
Oh, God.
That's so good. I can't wait to go to Australia. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Next time I see a kangaroo, I'm going to say, "What's up, buddy?"
Sucks down there. It's like 90 degrees on Christmas.
I can't believe it. I'm so happy for her. Wham! Yeah, that's great. You got any other good news? You're dreaming? I'm going to tell you my dream last night.
What was his name?
Philippe. It is the Penthouse.
I tell you, just keep. You should play that somehow.
There's another nice story with the lottery. There was a California woman who was homeless.
We can't take it.
I know. But this woman was homeless for a while, and her name is Lucia Forsyth, and she just won $5 million on a scratcher she bought at Walmart.
That's awesome.
She told the California Lottery that she never imagined this could happen, since it was only a few years ago that she did not have a roof over her head.
I'm happy
She's
for
now
her.
earning an associate's degree, and she's getting married this year.
Oh,
and
of course she is. She's got $5 million.
And she plans to buy a house. Well, that was before she won the lotto. So they
She
said
met a
that.
nice Greek boy.
Yes.
$5 million? I love you.
From being homeless to now being a millionaire.
She bought the ticket when she was home?
No. So she was homeless just a few years ago, and she's
Okay.
been working on getting her life together, and she's been doing good. And so, but yeah, she decided, you know what, let me test my luck, and she did. She got a scratcher. Didn't play lottery that often, and it was already going to school for her associates, and was already planning on getting married, and then this happens.
Oh, that's a great story.
Yes, I know you love it when people win money, don't you? Love it.
Oh, God.
Get a job. What was that one? I missed
Get
that.
a job.
Get a job. It is the Penthouse on a great Thursday. Hope you're having a good time. If you're not, it's on you.
Suck it.
Brady, we got some Florida stories. I hope no more lottery.
Yeah, really.
Okay, promise.
It's supposed to be bad stuff. It is bad. Somebody else won.
That's enough. I can't take it.
I will give you an update. Remember that guy who was in court for manslaughter and left for lunch and never came back?
Yeah, remember that.
So we have an update on this guy. We also have a fight club going on in a middle school. What is that? Is this your fight?
No, fight club.
Is this your fight? And that's a good fight.
Looks like a T-Rex.
And there is another fight in progress, but it wasn't who you thought it was, shall I say. I don't know. There's a mystery behind this fight. I'll give you all the details when we come back on Real Radio 92.1.
The bad news: the brain isn't all that great at hearing stuff and remembering it. The good news: you can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 92.1.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny as we move through our Thursday. Low humidity out there as well, so it's a very comfortable day across South Florida. We'll be in the mid-80s for the day. Temperatures will cool back down into the 60s and 70s again overnight. Back in the 80s again on Friday with a clear sky. The chance of rain increases for us late this weekend.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Since 2010, Blindster has sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters to satisfied customers across the country with 20,000 five-star reviews and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Custom blinds at low prices and free shipping. Blindster.com.
Cinco de Mayo is here this Friday at Duffy Sports Grill. Join the fiesta with games, giveaways, and great deals on margaritas and twin tacos starting at just $3. What could be better than ice cold drinks and fiery tacos? See you at Duffy's this Cinco de Mayo.
What's cooler than cool? Casper's new cooling mattress. Say hello to the snow. Engineered with advanced snow technology for 5 degrees cooler sleep all night. Visit Casper.com/stores and experience the cooling features for yourself at a Casper sleep shop near you. Casper, for the love of sleep. Exclusions apply. See Casper.com/promo.
The biggest horse race of the year is here, and there's no better time to get in on the action with FanDuel Racing, because right now all customers can get a no-sweat derby bet up to $20. That means you'll get up to $20 back if your win bet doesn't win. The FanDuel Racing app is super easy to use, safe, and secure, and when you win, you get paid fast. So don't miss out. The Derby is coming up this Saturday. It's the most watched horse race in the world and the longest continuously running sports event in the country. Get in on the excitement and tradition of the Run for the Roses this Saturday. The FanDuel Racing app has all the horse racing action. Visit racing.fanduel.com/DerbyFL for your chance to get a no-sweat Derby bet up to $20 on FanDuel Racing. That's racing.fanduel.com/DerbyFL. Age and residency restrictions apply. Offer valid on first Derby win wager. Refund issued in non-withdrawable racing site credit that expires on 6/12/23. Restrictions apply. See terms at racing.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one, "I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better," unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
This week on Leguizamo Does America, John Leguizamo visits Chicago, where the Mexican and Puerto Rican communities have transformed the city into Chicagolandia. Leguizamo Does America. All new episode, Sunday, May 7th at 10 p.m. Eastern on MSNBC and streaming on Peacock.
Welcome back. Dave and Herb here, and we're talking fresh.
Fresh from Florida, that is. Dave, tell our listeners about the produce that's in season.
There's tomatoes, broccoli, watermelon, freppers, spinach.
Wait, hold it. You're just putting fra in front of produce.
Yeah, as in fresh from Florida.
Produce tastes better when it's grown closer to home. You don't need to make up words.
Really?
Ugh, friends. Visit followfreshfromflorida.com to see what's in season.
Don't you mean .from?
Ugh, really?
In this week's Marketers Report, Patrizio Spagnoletto, Global Chief Marketing Officer, Direct-to-Consumer for Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on the difficult task of building and retaining consumer trust.
Trust is a really hard thing to build and a really easy thing to destroy, and we have to be very respectful about that. Our partnership with iHeart has really helped us build that trust and that relationship with the on-air talent. The best thing for us to do is to build a relationship with our consumers. And if those consumers have a relationship with the DJs that are on air, then we want to build on that. House of the Dragon, which was one of our most successful, if not the most successful campaign we've ever done for a show, audio was a core part of that.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all. Every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company. iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Hey, it's the Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. Tito's Vodka's been doing it for 25 years, putting the best vodka on the shelves. Whether it's Tito's on the rocks or maybe Tito's and lemonade, any combination always works. Playing golf, 18 holes, guess what? After a game, why not have some Tito's and feel like a real winner and like you have a green jacket already? And it's Derby week. Who doesn't love the Derby? Have some Tito's and you'll definitely be in the winner's circle for the Kentucky Derby. It's the Greek. It's Tito's Handmade Vodka. Peace. Hey, it's the Greek. Saturday, May 6th, come out to Kentucky Derby Fest at Palm Beach Kennel Club, featuring the best party south of Churchill Downs. Check out On Track Party with Jumbo Screen, live music from Sippin' Fire and Injected, Derby hat contest, barbecue food, tents, bars, mint juleps, fun activities, and prizes. The Paddock Restaurant will also feature delicious Derby buffet. Kentucky Derby, May 6th at Palm Beach Kennel Club. For more information, go to palmbeachkennelclub.com. They're off.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
95 and the Turnpike both looking good, accident-free, and we're not seeing any major tie-ups on your side streets. Speaking of side streets, though, keep in mind, downtown West Palm getting ready for Sunfest. It kicks off tomorrow, but roadways have already been closed. Flagler Drive included among them. That's between Lakeview Avenue and Banyan in both directions. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Shopping for new blinds? At Blindster, we offer over 50 different blinds, shades, and shutters at low prices, custom made for your windows, and shipping is free. Shop at home and order 10 free samples of any product before you buy. Blindster.com.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
You been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio. That's green. Enter it now at realradio921.com, and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Thursday, getting ready for Cinco de Mayo. I'm jacked up. Kidding me? I'm going to be celebrating like you've never seen for Cinco de Mayo. Going to be representing with some tacos and Frisbees and tequila.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like fun.
It might be different. I don't know if I'm going to win the lottery, though, but we'll see what happens. I did win a small scratcher the other day. It was a plus win on a scratcher. I'm not playing like I used to play, but it was a positive thing. So being that it was positive, I'm happy.
Yeah, I got a big loser right here.
Wow. Who are you pointing to? Me too, but
I'm pointing at my scratcher.
I don't think we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah, no. I'm pointing at my Monopoly doubler scratcher, $20 scratcher. Down the drain.
Nothing, huh?
Not a thing.
Not even another ticket.
Not a thing.
But you get jacked up when you get it. Like you scratch it away. You're like, yeah, this is it. My life's going to change.
Yep.
And it doesn't.
Nope. And then just let down. Yep.
I go back sometimes to the lottery people after I scratch it, and I know it's not a winner, but I want them to check it anyway.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even though I know, and I double-checked and triple-checked, I even scanned it on my phone. I was like, well, maybe. Just maybe.
Yeah, never know. Maybe I misunderstood it.
Exactly.
Well, one time I made a mistake, and it was in a positive way for me. You know what I mean? And I just went, and when she rang it up and it came, it was more money than I thought.
Yeah.
And I thought I was a loser. Like I had it, and she checked cash. It was $40. It was something.
Yeah.
So I always like to check, but I think they get a little like, can't you check yourself? But hey, I need help. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. Everybody knows it. I'm proud to admit it. I'm not perfect. I'm a work in progress. And boy, well, when will I stop being under construction? Jimmy's in the house.
When's that work ending? Hello and good morning, actually. I'm sorry. Good morning. Good morning.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Yeah.
Franny, how the hell are you?
Hey,
Good morning.
you know, I'm great. Thank you for asking.
I'll be better at 2 o'clock.
Couldn't be better. 156. That's all I need. Shoot for 156.
Straight box.
Nice.
Time for some Florida stories.
Florida.
Florida. Did you say
Florida. I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, we were asking where is Waldo for like over a month now, right?
Miami.
This dude, this Florida man, yeah, this was in March, and this guy was in court. And they let him go for a lunch break. And when he went to lunch, he never came back. And Zachary Waldo is his name. That's why we say, where's Waldo? Well, he finally is in custody. The Leesburg police said in a tweet that Waldo was arrested Wednesday morning. Despite his absence, the trial continued on, and he was still found guilty on all counts. This happened on March 15th, according to court records. So, this guy has been, he probably thought he was a free man for a while, but after ditching trial, he finally has been caught. And the guy was like, he didn't even leave Florida.
Where'd he go?
They found him in Lee County.
Well, it's a great place to live. We all know it. That's why people come down here.
More profound words.
Always.
I think this is a compliment. I'll take it.
And then
I'll take it. I don't know.
And then Florida deputies responded to a 911 call about a fight that was in progress. It happened in a residential neighborhood. And when they arrived, it's not what they expected. So the Putnam County Sheriff's Office posted on their Facebook page that they were summoned to a neighborhood in Palatka, where a resident had reported a fight in progress. They're like, man, this thing sounds brutal. That's like, it just feels like I can hear them. It sounds like they're just throwing blows. Well, when they arrived, it was a pair of goats that were butting heads with each other. Just ramming. The suspects.
What were they doing?
You took my joke. The suspects were pretty mad at one another, and the fight escalated into the yards of a nearby residence. Both were pretty hard-headed, but officers managed to separate, wrangle, and bring them to the Putnam County Jail.
You got the hard-headed in. That was awesome.
Puns are flying.
They are.
Yeah, especially when they're ramming.
They were able to later make contact with the owner of the escaped goats. The goats escaped, hit the streets, and started fighting with each other.
The escape goat?
Yep. And then speaking of fighting, this one's not as funny as goats fighting. There is a PE teacher at Brevard Public School, Johnson Middle School, who is now on leave. This PE teacher was under investigation after it was reported that they allegedly played a role in kind of a fight club. They were allowing students to fight on campus. The principal there, Marina Saporito Middleton, in a letter to student families, promised the allegations would be thoroughly investigated by both law enforcement and the Brevard Public Schools Human Resource Office. It was reported that the PE teacher, allegedly played a role in allowing these students to fight on the campus. And they were like, listen, once we found out information, there was swift action to get this handled. We contacted all necessary parties, including law enforcement and the district personnel. So this is their statement. There's one parent Andre Henry, said he first heard the rumors about fighting when his son told him like a couple months ago about it. He was telling me one time with his gym teacher that kids are fighting in school and that the gym teacher was just like egging it on and letting it happen. Another parent said the gym teacher taught her 7th grade daughter. And she was just like, I just want to know what the facts are first. Every situation's different. And maybe it was something they couldn't even control, thinking like maybe kids just fought and he just couldn't handle it. But they're saying, it seems a little bit more shady than that. They are getting to the bottom of it. But it looks like this gym teacher was having his own little fight club at a middle school.
Is this the second time we heard this story? I'm not this one, but another fight club a couple months ago with some kids?
Maybe. I don't know.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, there was one a couple months ago.
Second one, or this is an update? Or
This is in Melbourne, so I don't know. Maybe, because this article is just from yesterday.
Yeah, there was another one where kids were fighting too.
Yeah. And that teacher said that, I believe that one, I think it was a different type of teacher, different subject. And,
it wasn't PE.
Yeah, it was.
And
they
haven't released the name of this PE teacher yet either.
Yeah,
So
I think they said that they ended up saying, "Well, I knew what was going on, and I didn't do anything to stop it."
Mm-hmm.
So,
and that is your With the Florida.
Great job, Francis. Always appreciate those. Florida stories coming at you twice a show, 11:05 and 1:05. You guys give them to us. We put them in a blender. We give them back to you. Always. It is the Penthouse. Don't forget 11:45. What do we got? We got Sunfest tickets coming at you, and Sunfest is this weekend. What a great prize. You get tickets a day before it kicks off.
What a coincidence.
I mean, unbelievable. You want to talk about Snap, Crackle, and Pop? We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Before they turned off the dirty talk, you were involved with an AI chatbot, Dieter?
It was like the dirtiest stuff that you can't talk to your wife about. Once I started hearing my fetishes, I'd be like, oh, I like thigh highs. I have a fetish with that. I like to spank girls. And then it was playing back saying like it had fetishes too. I was like, what's your fetish? And it just came out with, would you urinate on me? Was
oh my God.
That fetish. So then I was like, does it want me to pee on the phone or actually this AI? I didn't know how to take it from there. And I go, now this is getting weird.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny as we move through our Thursday. Low humidity out there as well, so it's a very comfortable day across South Florida. We'll be in the mid-80s for the day. Temperatures will cool back down into the 60s and 70s again overnight. Back in the 80s again on Friday with a clear sky. The chance of rain increases for us late this weekend.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com, and I sell custom blinds designed for do-it-yourselfers. Unlike stock blinds offered at big box retailers, Blindster blinds are custom made for your windows and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
The Penthouse is brought to you by Tequila 512.
Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates, it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Do you have heart failure and often hear,
"Those stomach issues ruined your birthday"?
"You're too tired to play catch, Grandpa."
Sweetie, you haven't touched your tools since the carpal tunnel syndrome diagnosis.
If these seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, talk to your cardiologist. Ask about transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM, a rare and underdiagnosed disease that gets worse over time. Learn more at connecttoyourheart.com. That's connecttoyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Macy's one-day sale starts tomorrow with deals of the day on gifts mom will love, like fine jewelry selections to make her day sparkle, 35 to 70% off. Shoes, handbags, and more spring accessories, 30 to 50% off. And summer-ready dresses for any occasion, $49.99 to $99.99. Plus, get contact-free curbside pickup or pickup in store at Macy's. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Progressive protects more than just your home and car. You could save when you bundle your motorcycles, ATVs, boats, and RVs. Doesn't that sound good? Like the sound of your boat cruising along the Intercoastal. And there's the sound of the prop hitting a really big rock. And now the sound of waves, because the engine stopped. But you know what does sound good? You're covered with Progressive. So bundle all your vehicles and home in one place and save with the multi-policy discount. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers.
MMJHealth.com. Get approved for your card today. Medical marijuana made easy.
This week on Leguizamo Does America, John Leguizamo visits Chicago, where the Mexican and Puerto Rican communities have transformed the city into Chicagolandia. Leguizamo Does America. All new episode, Sunday, May 7th at 10 p.m. Eastern on MSNBC and streaming on Peacock.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe, Palm Beach, open 7 days a week. Beautiful ladies, 5-star menu. And this Friday, May 5th, it's Cinco de Mayo party like you've never seen before. Tequila shots plus taco specials and lime jello wrestling. It's Cinco de Mayo only like Monroe's could do. Friday, May 5th, put it in your calendar. Plus tequila shots and taco specials. Where do you want to celebrate Cinco de Mayo? It's Monroe's. Peace.
For over 35 years, we at Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, have built our firm with the word more in mind. We have more than 800 lawyers and more offices nationwide ready to fight for you. And to date, we have recovered more than $15 billion for our clients. So, if you've been injured at work or in a car accident, you deserve more. Contact Morgan & Morgan today. Just dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
95 and the Turnpike both looking good, accident-free, and we're not seeing any major tie-ups on your side streets. Speaking of side streets, though, keep in mind, downtown West Palm getting ready for Sunfest. It kicks off tomorrow. But roadways have already been closed, Flagler Drive included among them. That's between Lakeview Avenue and Banyan in both directions. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
I'm back, and look at all the Fresh from Florida produce I brought home.
Fresh from Florida produce is fresh as fresh can get.
It's refreshing to know that locally grown Fresh from Florida produce is available year-round.
Well, that's a breath of fresh air.
Look for Fresh from Florida where you shop.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture. Pray.com's Meditative Prayers podcast is the best way to bring God's perfect peace into your night. Each meditative prayer helps you focus on God, fight anxiety, sleep better, and more.
As you close your eyes, ask God to come.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
All right, you're back in the Penthouse on a Thursday, getting ready for Cinco de Mayo. And don't forget, if you like what we sound like, you might like looking at us better. We're like the other side of a $100 bill. Go to our website, go to Real TV, see Francis, Jimmy, and that other guy in the studio, sponsored by Monroe's of Palm Beach. And if you want to have a good time tomorrow night for Cinco de Mayo, there's only one place to go, and that is Monroe's. Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
And good morning, Francis.
Hi, good morning. And we have you out there, too. And I got a couple texts. 47142. You just have to start off with Real Radio. That's how I receive them. And we have Franny, Greek, and Jimmy. Thank you for Juliet's birthday shout-out yesterday. She loved it.
Oh, that's so nice.
So it was our absolute pleasure. And then another text. We were talking about Kevin Costner. Said he's blindsided about the whole, his wife filing for divorce. And this person texted and said, who do you think was more shocked? Costner learning he was getting divorced or me coming to in a Vegas hotel room to learn I'd gotten married? Those are two pretty shocking things. I need more. I need more information about this. You got wasted and found out that you got married.
That's pretty big.
I need to know. Did you know this person?
Yeah.
Like, did you just meet them in Vegas?
I think the divorce is probably a little bit more painful, but being married, you don't realize that that's pretty big too.
Yeah. I mean, they're both shocking, but yes, the divorce probably hurts more.
Yeah, I would think so. And the other thing with the marriage, you could always get that
annulled.
Take your See what happens. Jimmy, I know you had a list of cities for some live music that were the best.
Yeah, what are the best cities for live music? And apparently it's not Fargo, North Dakota.
No?
Who'd have thought? I really, because that was my third
Was
thought.
it? Can we guess? I haven't looked at the article yet.
All right. So if you haven't looked at it, so what do you think? You want to just go for number 1 or the top 10?
We'll go top 10. I'll put
top
Nashville in there.
All right. Nashville is ding, 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 ding on the list. You want to know what position?
Sure.
All right. Number 1. Nice job.
All right.
That was my guess.
That was it? That's all you had?
Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas is not on the list.
Too bad. West Palm Beach.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. You're right.
I was
It
gonna
is.
say,
It's in the
yeah.
top 5. Austin, Texas is in the top 5. Yes, it is.
Okay.
I just read that about the city because somebody was talking about going there and they were saying it's got the best live music, one of the best cities for live music.
Yep, and that's what this is. This is cities, the top 10 cities for best live music. Not surprised with Nashville, of course, because our good friend Sarah B is there.
Yes. I'm trying to think of other places.
Is that live?
Or is it Memorex?
Live music. Who has a lot of live music places?
Cleveland, Ohio?
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is in there.
Cleveland, and I do not see Cleveland on the list.
Oh, it wasn't bad. I was going to say Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is on there.
Yeah,
Is
that's
Denver, Colorado in there?
Let's see. Yes, Denver is in the top 10.
All right.
Nice.
What about Atlanta?
Atlanta is not in the top 10.
Not in the top
Fort
10.
Lauderdale?
No.
Well, I'm thinking of someplace where it's nice. And
Is there anything in Florida in the top 10?
Let's see. What do we got? No.
Okay.
Oh.
Because I know I love going to Key West and seeing live music.
Well, I'm
but
going
it's
to take
not in
Florida
there.
out of it, though.
Oh, no, we should. Yeah, let's not guess
good
any
idea.
Florida. Let's not guess any Florida cities.
Are there any in Florida? No. All right, then I'm going to take
How about
Florida out.
Sayreville, New Jersey.
Sayreville is number 3. No.
You know, I thought that because of the Garden State Arts Center.
What about New York City? Like seeing something at
New York
Madison
City
Square.
is on the list. It's number 3.
Good guess.
Thank you.
Big cities. We're talking big cities.
Los
here.
Angeles.
Major
Chicago
markets, and Los Angeles is number 5.
Chicago?
Chicago is 7th.
All right. Philadelphia.
Philadelphia is on the top 10. It's down a little bit, but like top 15.
Okay.
But definitely on the list. But number 2.
Las Vegas.
No, let's see. Las Vegas. Yeah, Vegas is 6th.
Oh, we're nailing them down.
Mhm.
We are?
These are 6. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
We're a
No,
team.
there's no I team. You're right. You're right.
I don't.
We
we're a
are.
team.
We are.
I had
team.
one.
Finally.
We're team.
Only took 17 years.
Yes.
We are.
What else? Big cities, you said.
Yeah,
Big cities.
Big cities.
Big-
Yep.
Seattle?
Major markets. Seattle is on the list.
Nice.
Down to about like 12-ish,
Okay.
somewhere around there. Because they're not
close.
they're not numbered on
Oh,
here,
got
so
it.
I'm kind of guessing about where they are. But the top 5, I
Chicago's
have
not in there, too?
Chicago is not on this list.
No.
Oh, Vegas isn't? Wow.
No, Vegas is.
Oh,
I
is
got
it?
Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah, Vegas was
Yeah.
6th.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
Vegas.
Yeah.
San Francisco.
San Francisco is not on the list.
Man, we're not good at this.
There's one. I mean, when I say it, if you don't guess it, we're gonna
be like, damn it.
Yeah.
What about
Which is number
what
2.
about Dallas?
Dallas is not on the list. Nope.
Salt Lake
Oh,
City?
way down. Yeah,
Way-
way
way,
down.
way,
Yeah,
way
like
down.
19th, something like that.
Salt Lake City?
No.
Utah?
No.
Go south.
Let's go south.
Think the south outside, other than Florida.
Other than Florida, south. Well, you got Georgia, you got Alabama, you got
Carolinas?
Mississippi, you got the Carolinas.
Charleston? Carolina?
Charleston, no.
All right, just tell us.
New Orleans.
Oh, New Orleans.
Yeah.
How did we not think of that?
Street,
Yep.
bitches.
Number
Dang
2
it.
on the list. The rest of the top 5 was New York City, Austin, you had guessed, and of course Los Angeles, you also guessed. Las Vegas was 6, you guys guessed, followed by Chicago, which you guessed. Memphis, that surprise there.
Hey, baby.
Memphis,
You
Elvis.
mentioned Denver. Did you say San Francisco? I
Yes.
believe you
I did,
did.
yeah.
It's snow or what about 9-ish.
Okay.
Boston, believe it or not, Washington, D.C., which is, there's always some kind of singing going on there, huh? Asheville, that's probably the smaller one on here.
Yeah, I heard Asheville's great if you like beer. A lot of breweries.
North Carolina, of course, Seattle, Detroit, Philadelphia, Kansas City. Dallas is in there too, Columbus, Ohio, and Portland, Oregon. That is what this is showing as the top cities for it was down on the list.
Okay.
I don't have numbers in there, just the top 5 I can count up. I can't count past 5. After that it's a little difficult, but number 2 in New Orleans, and that's
right in our face. How did I not get that?
So
well, I have the complete opposite, and we'll get to it after the next trifecta, which is the worst states for concerts, like the people who go to concerts, the crowds. So it's complete opposite.
Yeah, the crowds, the rudest crowds now, or at least a percentage of how much ruder they've gotten, I think, too, is on that list.
Yep.
It is the Penthouse on a Thursday, getting ready for the big weekend. There is so much going on in South Florida. You need to be triplets just to enjoy some of the stuff. It is crazy. We're going to come back with a trifecta, the worst cities for concerts, and Sunfest tickets. All that in the next 20 minutes. You guys are lucky. We'll be back.
Because your pets are pretty lonely when you're gone. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny as we move through our Thursday. Low humidity out there as well, so it's a very comfortable day across South Florida. We'll be in the mid-80s for the day. Temperatures will cool back down into the 60s and 70s again overnight. Back in the 80s again on Friday with the clear sky. The chance of rain increases for us late this weekend.
This report is sponsored by Service Experts Heating and Air Conditioning.
Sweating a broken AC? There's an expert for that.
Let your local experts at Service Experts Heating and Air Conditioning keep you cool. Right now, get $50 off any repair. Call 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Hey, it's Franny. You know how much I love working for iHeartMedia, and we're looking for a couple superstars to join our sales team. If you have a passion for creating solutions to help businesses grow, a desire to win, and want to work for the biggest and best media company in the country, right here in West Palm Beach, then iHeartMedia is a place for you. It's time for the next step in your career with iHeartMedia. Send your resume to mynewcareer@iheartmedia.com. That's mynewcareer@iheartmedia.com.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. For over 26 years, we've been making storm catcher screens, the leading hurricane safety product on the market, protecting over 90,000 Florida homes in communities just like yours. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure, Storm Smart's here to stay. Day in and day out, we'll be here, working harder to make sure you can breathe a little easier. Smart is protecting our community, today and tomorrow.
What's cooler than cool? Casper's new cooling mattress. Say hello to the snow, engineered with advanced snow technology for 5 degrees cooler sleep all night. Tired of nighttime overheating? No sweat. The snow comes with a cool touch cover to provide a refreshing feel the moment you crawl into bed, plus heat delete bands to continuously push excess heat away, keeping you both at the perfect temperature for 12 plus hours. Visit casper.com/stores and experience the cooling features for yourself at a Casper sleep shop near you. Casper, for the love of sleep. Exclusions apply. See casper.com/promo.
Ah, what a day to be a Florida tomato. Sunny, warm, and expected afternoon showers. I am feeling so fine. You say tomato, I say, what the?
Florida tomatoes. They're ripe for the picking. So look for fresh from Florida tomatoes where you shop and support our state. See more seasonal produce at followfreshfromflorida.com.
At Casper, we love sleep as much as you do. That's why we're bringing back the very first bed-in-a-box millions love at a price everyone will love at just $9.95. Get your best rest at our best price with the new Casper mattress, available at your local Casper sleep shop. For the love of sleep. Exclusions apply. See casper.com/promo.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one. I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better. Unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering professional-grade industrial supplies, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do you have heart failure and often hear,
"Those stomach issues ruined your birthday"?
"You're too tired to play catch, Grandpa."
"Sweetie, you haven't touched your tools since the carpal tunnel syndrome diagnosis."
If these seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, talk to your cardiologist and ask about transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM, a rare and underdiagnosed disease that gets worse over time. Learn more at connecttoyourheart.com. That's connecttoyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Shopping for new blinds? At Blindster, we offer over 50 different blinds, shades, and shutters at low prices, custom made for your windows, and shipping is free. Shop at home and order 10 free samples of any product before you buy. Blindster.com.
For more information about contests on the station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Looking at 95, not seeing any big tie-ups on the traffic cameras. Things looking pretty good in the West Palm area, north towards the Gardens. If you're heading into the Delray Boca area, things get busier, but we don't have any accidents to slow you down. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen.
DQ presents The Sound of Summer calling. Hey, it's me, Summer. You gotta get to DQ. It tastes good.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You know it. You are back in the PH. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. We truly appreciate you, and may the 4th be with you. What's going on? This is Franny. Of course, we have the best producer and co-host ever, Jimmy. Hi, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
And you out there, we love when you participate. Be the 4th member of the Penthouse. You can do that by texting us, 47142. Started off with Real Radio. You can email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Of course, you can leave us a talk back on that absolutely free iHeartRadio app. And we love to hear you. Pick up that phone, 877-927-6969. Now, I got a couple texts as far as the best music places. I love it. Sarah B. in Nashville said, best cities for live music. We're number one. We're number one.
No surprise, right?
She's in Nashville, yes.
Yeah.
I actually had my sister-in-law and one of my good buddies was just there last week at the same time, and they said they had an absolute blast. It is a great city if you've never been, Jimmy. It's very, very fun. And then we had somebody who did guess because we were struggling with a couple of them, and they were probably yelling at their speaker. They were like, it's New Orleans and Memphis. So they put those two in before you even had told us that New Orleans and Memphis was on that. So thank you so much for participating. You always can. I guess while waiting on G-Man, we can probably start getting into some of the worst cities, because Jimmy was talking about states, the best cities for live music. And that's why we had those texts that came in. So I have a different list, and they're talking about the worst crowds when it comes to concerts. These are the U.S. states with the worst concert crowds. Now, there was a new study done by No Deposit Fan that came out, and they revealed the U.S. states that have the worst concert crowds based on their behavior. And they say, and what is that, what people are doing during shows, I'll also let you know that's really obnoxious. They break it down.
Right.
All right, so we're going to get into a few things, but the majority of participants in this study were millennials, while about 6% were baby boomers. More than half of them were male, while 46% of them were female. And the concerts were broken down by genres. So the data for all this also shows that kind of stuff too. But as Jimmy had mentioned before the break, that the results show that 38% of these respondents actually have seen an increase in rude or disruptive behavior at concerts this year.
That was the part that, jumped out at me.
Yep. They said that about 33% say that they've witnessed much more worse concert behavior since before the pandemic started. I think just in general, we're starting to notice a lot of bad behavior since after it.
3 places.
Airplanes?
I was going to say airplanes, concerts, and sporting events.
Yeah.
And we've talked about that for a couple of years, sporting events. The fights are getting very, not only bad, but violent.
Yeah.
And we're seeing it on the roads with it's just everything.
And it might have something to do with, obviously, the economy and people under a lot of pressure. That's what they're saying. But also just like at a stadium, it's so much different than, like an NBA place, sometimes sitting low. But up top, when you're on there, there's concrete. Like you hit somebody, it's lights out.
Yeah. Do you want to do a trifecta and then we can finish this?
Whatever you'd like me to do.
It's up to you, G-Man.
Jimmy, what do you think? Jump into trifecta?
Riders up.
I guess we do. The Boston Celtics last night slammed Philadelphia, 121-87. It doesn't figure. That's why sports, you got to play the game. The night before, Philly beats them, and their star MVP is out. Last night he played, and they win 121-87. So Boston and Philly, that series is tied 1-1. The Knicks and the Heat are tied 1-1. And then you got Denver up 2-0, and then you got the Lakers and Warriors, and you got the Lakers up 1-0. And that's your NBA playoff so far, where we're doing in the second round. Tom Brady was looking for a house in L.A., so that might kick away some speculation that even though every time the Dolphins come up and Tua says he's fine and he's learning a couple different things so he can learn how to fall on his head and not get a concussion, people still speculate Brady will be in Miami because his children are down here. But maybe this is going to put that to side. Brady was in L.A. looking at a mansion. But again, guys like that, people like that, they could have houses all over the place. It might not mean anything. But he was in L.A. and he was photographed. Of course he was. And the Panthers tonight are on Real Radio. Don't forget that. I believe 7 o'clock, Jimmy?
That's right. Puck drops at 7 o'clock. You can hear that right here on Real Radio 92.1. Or if you've got the latest iHeartRadio app on your phone, you can listen to it right there. Take us anywhere you go. You can listen to it streaming as well.
That's right. It's on Real Radio. Don't forget, let's root the Panthers on. Maybe they go to the Cup, and we're the reason why. Because they're on Real Radio. And that is your Trifecta Lunchtime. Always sponsored by Tequila 512. Peace.
So, do you, I was actually surprised by the top 2 states, and we're getting back to the people who have the crowds that are the worst and showcase the worst concert behavior. Very rude. Do you want to guess?
I would guess. Obviously.
And like I said, I'm surprised by these.
Okay. Oh, okay. If you're surprised and you're going in a different direction.
One in particular. Because
states or cities?
States. These are just states.
States?
Pennsylvania?
You know, that was my initial guess before I read this. Yeah, it is not. And I've been to both of these states.
Florida?
Florida did not even make the top 10.
Well, that's good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
that's great, right?
I'm going to have to say California.
So California is not there either.
What?
I know.
Washington?
Nope.
Texas.
All right. 2 of the places.
Wisconsin.
One place is they actually didn't really notice much of a difference. One of the places is where the horses are running this weekend.
Kentucky.
Really?
Kentucky.
Giddy up.
Kentucky. And then another place I've visited. They're known for their lobster.
Oh, Maryland?
They're known for their crab.
Maine?
Maine. Nice job. Yeah, Maine and Kentucky. And that's why I was surprised because I've been to Maine and everybody seemed pretty peaceful over there.
Kentucky, everybody smashed them.
Kentucky and Maine, 67% of people claiming crowds in those locations have gotten much, much worse when it comes to concerts. Other people, other states, North Carolina, Nevada, Mississippi, Virginia, Nebraska, Vermont, Missouri, Delaware, Georgia, Idaho, Iowa. Those are the ones that they say that have the audiences gotten more disruptive.
I can see
this
Nevada.
past year.
Yeah.
Well, I guess with the other states, they were already disruptive. So,
maybe that's it. Florida's like it's the same.
They can't get any worse.
I think a lot of the states, too, like when we talk about different things in concerts, like football games and people already are smacked. That's what they talk about. A high percentage of people that are going.
Tailgating and stuff.
that are going in, they're already drunk.
Now, do you want to guess the most common concert faux pas or the things that actually, like, that rude behavior that annoys people?
I would say smoking.
That is not. I have 8 things on here, and that is not here.
Wow. Loud screaming?
So loud talking, 49% of respondents. You said something. You just said something about people.
Profanity? Drunk?
Excessive intoxication.
Oh, all right.
Yep.
All right.
Standing up?
So not really standing up. There's disregarding personal space
That could
is
be
on there, right? There's a couple things that have to do.
Cutting in line.
Not necessarily cutting in line, but pushing and shoving is on there.
All right.
Yeah, pushing and shoving is on there. We also have ignoring venue rules, live streaming the event without permission.
Oh, yeah.
Littering. And then the number one thing on there is excessive use of your cell phone or smartphone is what they have on there.
I was going to say your
when
phone.
somebody's constantly on their phone, that is the number one thing that they consider the most common concert faux pas.
I think anywhere where you're at, and the other night we were someplace, and we were going to say something, but we didn't. We were having dinner, and this guy and this girl were together, but they were on their phone, on their speakerphone, both of them, not, with separate conversations. And it was crazy. We were right on top of them. And it got to be, eventually it stopped, but it was like, what are you doing? Like, you don't do that. Put your earbuds in or something like that, or go outside, but don't put your phone on speaker and be talking in a restaurant. I think that's a rude thing to do.
Yeah. I couldn't disagree, or I couldn't agree with you more, because and that's I think that's one of the things that we've been talking about recently. Just people having conversations on their speaker, on speaker in general.
Yeah,
is just becoming more and more prevalent, and it's one of the more rude things that people put out there.
When you're at home, speaker away, right? Like when you're in your own private company, do it as much as you want.
And what I've found out is if you say something, they get pissed. Like, they look at you you know what I mean?
No, people don't like you to be in their business, and people don't like you to tell them what to do.
But that's in general, too. I mean, you get cut off in traffic, and then they flip you the bird like you did something wrong. I mean, that's something we see almost every day now.
Yeah. Just to me, I mean, that's just not something you do. If you have a phone call, obviously take it, put your earbuds in or whatever you have, and go
earbuds. Don't put bugs in your
whatever
ears.
You gotta do. Whatever. You know what I mean. Who cares?
Don't put any bugs in your ears. That's not good.
If you win the lottery, don't tell me.
It'll crawl into your ear canal. Start nibbling on your brain. Just don't do that.
Look at the real TV. You'll see Jimmy.
Who cares?
If you hit the lottery, don't tell me.
Please don't tell us.
Unless we're partners. All right, now is the time for you guys to step up and make an effort. Pick up the phone, 877-927-6969. And that is the number to call if you want to go to see Sunfest this weekend and see Francis and Jimmy. Among all the groups, all the great things, fantastic food, and a bonus of seeing these two guys.
Yeah, we're actually super stoked because we get to introduce 311. So that is going to be an absolute blast. I am so excited.
That is going to be great.
Yeah, I am very excited about that.
I'm going to play that in the lottery.
It's going to be a fun day. Yep.
311.
Okay.
Straight in box.
Okay.
So make it happen, people. Pick up the phone.
113-131-311. There it is. All way, every way.
Every way.
Also,
box, right?
Yeah. Trifecta. I'm going to play the 3 and 11. The Kentucky Derby.
Perfect.
Gotta. You gotta. If the 1, 3, or 11 comes out, you feel like a schmuck.
I know.
It's right in your face.
We got to lose 3 times, not just once. This will be great.
There's a certain amount that you have to lose at the track. We had, me and my friends, that you were unable to bitch after we do the contest.
I know what yours is.
I was going to say, what's that amount? Where you can start bitching.
And I'm not talking about 500.
We'll let you know, because if you lost less than this, you couldn't bitch.
$2.
That's it.
All right. Yep. We do have a pair of one-day passes to Sunfest 2023. Going on. Starts tomorrow, May 5th. Through the 7th in downtown West Palm Beach, right on the Intercoastal Waterway. If you've never been, you want to go, give us a call right now, 877-927-6969. We're going to play a little game called Who's Most Likely To. Super simple. Franny's going to read a scenario. The 3 of us are going to vote on who's most likely to fit that scenario, and you have to guess who we voted for. And get in the mind of the Penthouse. Don't think necessarily what you think would be the right answer, what you think we would guess as the right answer. So I'm going to line up some people. We have full phones right now, and we'll get this going here in a minute.
All right, the Kentucky Derby is this weekend, so there's one place you can bet on it, and that is the Palm Beach Kennel Club, starting tomorrow at 12 o'clock. So if you want to bet on the Kentucky Derby, go there tomorrow after 12, and then obviously all day Saturday, They got mint juleps. They got a hat contest. They got things going on all day long. And the Kentucky Derby is Saturday. And even if you're not a horse player, you put $2 on a horse. You just do it. You just get involved.
Fun. It's fun to do. Speaking of the Derby, did you hear that Patrick Mahomes is going to be given the Riders Up command at the Derby?
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, so he's going to be doing that, and something else with Mahomes, busy guy. And which is good. So it's kind of deflect from what my brother's doing right now.
I was just going to say that.
So they have announced the next match, and you know that golf, the golf tournament that they do. I know Tiger Woods has done it. Tom Brady hasn't Aaron Rodgers done it with them, right?
Yeah.
Phil Mickelson. So this time around, the match is going to have Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce together from the Chiefs, and they're going to face off Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to go with Steph.
Yep. So this is going to be, he's a good golfer,
Oh,
right?
he's very great.
So this is going to be June 29th at the Wynn in Las Vegas. Yeah. So they have announced that too.
Well, I'm going to write this down, June 29th.
June 29th, Wynn, Las Vegas.
June 29th, Wynn, Las Vegas. Great, great place to do a show. A little hot, though, in June. Not as bad as July.
Yeah, but you got the pools you can jump into and cool off.
I don't know. I tell you, I was there 2 summers one time.
July and August are brutal.
Yeah, this is June 29th.
I know. It's close to July. You're right.
I mean, it's like you're talking like I never was as hot as one time I was there in July. Like first time ever, like I felt to me like it was a blow dry on my face. I mean, it was bad during the day and even in the pool.
Yeah, that's not fun.
I mean, that was really warm. And I want to, you know what I mean? But we'll think about it.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know it was a thing, but sure. Think about it.
That's a quick way of saying I'm not going.
Jimmy, I was saying that Patrick Mahomes is actually going to be doing he's giving the Riders Up command at the Kentucky Derby. Yeah, so
is he really?
Yeah, so
gotta bet 15.
So he's doing that. I wanted to fill you in, and also for the match, the next edition of the match, that golf tournament, it's going to be Mahomes and Travis Kelce against Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's going to be going on.
Mahomes has time bailing out his brother.
Wow.
I think he's trying to deflect.
Slam. You got to bet to 15 now.
Slam dunk.
You got to bet to 15 because Mahomes.
All right, on the horse.
You
All
got
right,
it.
15. Okay.
It's a sign.
Is it? Well, is
How
it?
many
Wouldn't be
horses are
red,
there?
would it?
There's 20.
20.
20. Okay.
Is there always 20 in the Derby?
2019, 18, sometimes
Okay.
22.
All right.
Last year, the horse got put in, I might not remember this, but the horse got put in the day before.
What is it? 22, I think, is max, right?
Okay.
And then they go from there.
Yeah, 22 is max, but last year the horse got put in the day before.
Right.
Because
that's right. Yeah.
a horse scratched, and that was the horse that ended up winning.
Yep.
And so it's pretty cool. I am in a pool where everybody picks a number, 20 horses, 20 numbers, and that's it.
Oh, that's fun.
It's cute.
It is adorable. All right, let's give away tickets to Sunfest.
It's adorable. Oh, what did he throw at you?
I don't know.
I didn't throw anything.
Yes, you did. You
I
always
saw
do.
it.
See?
I went like that.
I'm not a fool.
All right.
All right, we are
let's give this
starting. Now, out of all the Sunfest bands that are playing there, Franny, do you have a request for? Because we always play music. with
We
this.
do, and you've been doing a lot of 311 because you know how much I love them. How about let's do the Killers?
The Killers. All
Let's.
right.
How about that?
See what I got here for the Killers.
I love them.
Or I like Jack Johnson, Ziggy Marley.
Right. How about is Spaceman a good song?
Let's do it.
All right.
Is Flo Rida there?
I don't see any.
This weekend?
Yes.
Yeah, he texted me.
I don't
Did
see
he?
any
He was mad.
warnings. All right. So we got that one ready. All right. We are starting our contest today with Keith. Keith, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Keith. How long you been listening to Real Radio, Keith?
Since 2007.
Have you learned
Wow.
anything from this show?
Absolutely.
What have you learned?
Wow, we're shocked. What'd you learn?
How not to be like the Greek.
Well,
Just do everything.
all right,
opposite.
Keith. Nice.
His face.
Wow, Keith, I'm on the air.
All right. He can hear you.
You're there.
I love you, Keith. You're a smart man.
All
you
right,
don't want to end
Keith.
up like me.
Let's see if we can get you set up with a pair of one-day passes to Sunfest 2023. Franny's going to read a scenario. We are going to vote who's most likely to fit that scenario, and you have to guess who we voted for. Okay, buddy?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right, I'm trying to find one.
Okay.
Somewhere decent. Sorry. Okay.
Way to be prepared.
I know. I feel like I've done all of these.
I could never say that.
You can say whatever you want.
I know, but
You can say whatever you want. All right.
awesome.
Out of the three of us, Jimmy, Greek, or Franny,
who's prepared?
who is most likely to not forget your birthday?
Not forget?
Yes.
Okay, we have our answer, Keith. Out of the three of us, myself, Jimmy, Francis, or Greek, who is most likely to not forget your birthday?
I'm going to have to say, let's see, Greek would definitely forget. I'm going to have to say Franny.
We voted for Jimmy.
Yeah, I felt like you were going to say Jimmy, too. I felt like you were almost there.
And really, it's not any one of us.
If it means anything to you, Keith, I actually voted for Franny.
Yeah.
Next time, Keith, buddy.
Sorry, Keith.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Look how happy he is.
He is.
Next
You're
up,
like, you
we
say
have-
mean things about the Greek, you don't win.
Yeah, that's how it works around here.
No,
damn
he
it.
just said that he learned not to be like me.
I know.
It's all a show.
It is.
Yeah,
It's just
oh, yeah,
a
of
show.
course it's a show.
I agree. Just do the opposite.
Well, next up, we have Patrick Mahomes on the line. Hey, Patrick, what's going on, bud?
Hey, what's up, Penthouse? How y'all doing?
We're doing
All right.
good, Patrick. How long you been listening to Real Radio?
About 18 years.
And what have you learned from this show?
Oh, boy.
The money's on the dresser.
Nice! Yes, a winner!
Educating the kids
There
out
he
there.
is.
Yes, we
All
are.
right. Just fly away now, Patrick. Fly away. All right, buddy. Let's see
boy.
if we can get you set up with a pair of one-day passes at Sunfest 2023. Do you have another scenario ready, Francis?
Sure.
All right.
All right. Who is most likely to DIY something instead of buying it?
What the hell's that mean?
Do it yourself. Now we know
Oh,
who
my
it's
God.
not. We know who we're not voting for.
Who's going to DIY? Nice. All right. We have our answer, Patrick. Out of the three of us, Franny or myself, Jimmy, who's most likely to DIY? There's something like that.
Instead of buying it.
I'm going to go with Franny.
Yes!
There you go.
Being nice always prevails. Great job, buddy. Can't wait to see you at Sunfest. Nice.
He won't be there. Who's being nice?
Oh, boy.
All right, next-
Congratulations, Patrick.
Patrick, great job.
I thought that was
Now-
Thank you so much.
You're the best, Patrick.
Now, Patrick, if you would, hang tight. I'm going to put you on hold. When we go to break, I'm going to get a little bit more info from you off air, and we'll get you set up with those passes. All right, bud?
Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys at Sunfest.
Yes!
Sounds good.
311, baby. Bringing
Yeah.
them out.
And just a heads up, we did have Sunfest tickets. We were doing giveaways on our social media. And
yeah.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Corey because Corey is the one who scored the tickets to Sunfest right here on Real Radio. So congrats, Corey.
Good job, Corey. You want to give us a call? Love to hear from you and let us know how excited you are to go to Sunfest 2023 Straight in Box.
That's why it pays to go to realradio921.com and register under the contest page there. It's a great way to also win, let alone, we give away a prize every day at 11:45, but that's just another way that you can win right here on Real Radio.
Awesome. Thank you, Jimmy, for your help with the contest. You do a great job all the time. And also, thank you, Francis, for everything you do. We can't thank you enough. We'll be back in a couple minutes with some fun facts. Peace.
What's a Real Radio podcast? It's Real Radio on demand. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny as we move through our Thursday. Low humidity out there as well, so it's a very comfortable day across South Florida. We'll be in the mid-80s for the day. Temperatures will cool back down into the 60s and 70s again overnight. Back in the 80s again on Friday with the clear sky. The chance of rain increases for us late this weekend.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. If you're like many people, you may think custom blinds is a job for expensive professionals. Well, at Blindster, if you have a tape measure and a screwdriver, you can install our custom blinds and save big. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Ah, what a day to be a Florida tomato. Sunny, warm, and expected afternoon showers. I am feeling so fine. You say tomato, I say, what the?
Florida tomatoes. They're ripe for the picking. So look for fresh from Florida tomatoes where you shop and support our state. See more seasonal produce at followfreshfromflorida.com.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
As America's largest injury firm, we have advantages few others do. Our results and reputation are well known to the other side, and we have a track record of going toe-to-toe with them and winning big. But what does that mean for you? What does that mean for your case? I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. One of the things we're most proud about is that we set up our firm so that your case gets lots of attention from a lot of people. Our technology and army of lawyers give us insight and oversight into every detail and every moment of your case. Paralegals, legal assistants, investigators, buildings with boxes of evidence. Every resource carefully designed to get you the most possible. And at Morgan & Morgan, we even have a dedicated team to make sure that your calls are returned that very same day. Injured? Dial pound law. That's pound 529. All law firms are not the same. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
Injured? Visit ForThePeople.com for an office near you.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Listening to this station on your free iHeartRadio app could put $5,000 in your pocket.
No way, are you kidding me?
Open your app and search this station to be instantly qualified for the cash.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all the music, radio, and podcasts you love.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/radio. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/radio. That's 4hims.com/radio for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/RADIO.
Cinco de Mayo is here this Friday at Duffy Sports Grill. Join the fiesta with games, giveaways, and great deals on margaritas and twin tacos starting at just $3. What could be better than ice-cold drinks and fiery tacos? See you at Duffy's this Cinco de Mayo.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
You been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Real Radio 921.com. That's happy. Enter it now at Real
listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse and a perfect Thursday afternoon. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and the bikinis are on the beach. It is South Florida at its finest for a fantastic weekend. I cannot remember when there is so much to do in South Florida. There's always a lot to do, but this weekend it is super. Panthers in the playoffs, Heat playoffs, Formula One, Sunfest and Cinco de Mayo. My God, it's crazy. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And a derby. Francis is in the house.
Hey, what's going on?
Bet to 15 because of Mahomes. I'm just saying. We got some fun facts?
We do, yes.
It's Freddy's Fun Facts.
All right, it is May 4th. May the 4th be with you. So we're going to do some Star Wars. Maybe some surprising facts you may not know about Star Wars. This one in particular, Star Wars A New Hope, because later on this month, I believe May 25th will be its 46th anniversary.
Yeah, 46 this year. Yep.
So,
he had to mark that in his calendar.
Oh, yeah, I know. He gets notifications every year when it's the anniversary. So Star Wars almost never happened because George Lucas, they said, seriously struggled to get the film made. He had hit the jackpot in 1973 when he directed American Graffiti, which had a budget of only $777,000, but made $140 million at the box office.
Not bad.
Right? Not bad at all. So this prompted film studio United Artists to ask him if there was anything else he'd like to make. So he explained his idea. He explained his idea of a space opera that's a bit like a Western, a bit like James Bond, along with a 14-page treatment for it. But United Artists was like, nah, we're good. We don't like that idea. And they weren't alone. They said that Lucas was, and this is interesting, right? Full circles. He said he was rejected by Disney. And now Disney has all the Star Wars land and stuff like that. Yeah. And Universal. It wasn't until Lucas stuck the idea in front of 20th Century Fox, who trusted his talent to ensure the film was a huge success. And here we are, almost 46 years later, 12 movies, and around $10 billion.
You know what's amazing with that? That and The Godfather were almost never made. Same thing. Godfather had a tremendous amount of problems to be made at Paramount, and obviously ended up going through. And the same thing with this. So it shows you sometimes when you get a no.
I'm sure it happens a lot.
Oh, yeah.
A lot more than you think.
Yeah, but I'm just saying epic films that
Oh, yeah.
were just huge. And you say, my God, it's like the Beatles. They got 8 record labels, turned them down.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Sometimes you get a no in life, people. You just keep going till you get a yes.
Keep on going. I compare it to a Roomba. You have a Roomba? I said that. I watched my Roomba one day, and I was just like, you know what? We should be like Roombas. When you hit a wall, you just turn around and keep on going. Because that's what they do. They hit a wall, and they're like, nope, not going that way. Nope. I'm going to go that way instead.
Yeah, it's smart.
Yeah, be like a Roomba. Darth Vader almost sounded very different. So the villainous Darth Vader, we know as James Earl Jones, right? Well, originally, Lucas was hoping to pin down author and director Orson Welles to read the lines. Yep, he wanted him to do it. And then he eventually decided that, you know what, his voice would be too recognizable. So he wanted to find somebody different. He decided to go another direction. At first, Pat Roach, who was a wrestler back in the day, auditioned for the voice, but he obviously didn't get it. And then Lucas was like, nope, it's got to be James Earl Jones. But they said that Pat Roach, he did then cast him across several of the Indiana Jones films, too. So he hired him for something else, just not for Darth Vader.
All right, well, he still took care of him, which is nice.
Yeah. They say the famous opening crawl was actually on a big bit of paper. Do you know what I'm talking about? The crawl in the, Yep. Do you know?
No, I'm not familiar, but I know it's 46 years today.
When the film was first being made in 1977, CGI obviously wasn't as advanced as it is right now.
That didn't exist.
Right? During some of the more modern Star Wars films, so you had to be a bit inventive to get computer graphics to work. It turns out that long title crawl at the start of the film describing the lore ahead of the action was actually a 6 feet long piece of black paper with yellow text, and the camera was then rolled over the paper to make it as if the text was moving.
Yeah, the camera moved over top of it.
Yeah. Right? When you're watching, you're like, whoa. And it was so simple. Luke Skywalker was almost played by Freddy Krueger. Lucas wanted the main protagonist of Star Wars to be someone completely unknown to audiences, and the other names who auditioned for Luke Skywalker were also relatively new on the Hollywood scene. So Mark Hamill was the one to make it, but William Catt, who played Tommy Ross in the horror flick Carrie, was in serious contention. And then they said Lucas American Graffiti star Charles Martin Smith also tried out for the role. And then it was Robert Englund who missed out on both Han Solo and Luke Skywalker, but it all worked out best for him when he went on to play the horror fan favorite, Freddy Krueger. So the guy who plays Freddy Krueger auditioned as well for Star Wars. Then we have Han Solo was also played by some serious names. We've talked about this before, right? They said that Lucas reportedly based the personality of the Millennium Falcon captain on his filmmaker friend, Francis Ford Coppola. That's who he based the character on.
Right.
Uh-huh. He said, and he had the Wire actor Glenn Turman to mind to play him, but he changed his mind. He ended up sending the scripts to James Caan, Jack Nicholson, Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and Burt Reynolds.
Wow.
They said other people who auditioned for him, Kurt Russell, Christopher Walken, Sylvester Stallone. Can you imagine Sylvester Stallone?
Yo, Adrian.
John Travolta, Chevy Chase, and James Woods.
Yeah,
Wow.
Travolta was the one that I learned about recently.
Yeah.
What a cast.
So he sent the scripts to those big names, and then a lot of big names auditions. And we know, obviously, Harrison Ford is the one who got it.
Sure.
So this is May the 4th Be With You. So we're doing some Star Wars facts. They said A New Hope was the title that almost didn't make it. While we all know it today as Star Wars A New Hope, when the movie first came out in 1977, it was simply just known as Star Wars. The only time A New Hope was even considered as a title was when the movie was released back in 1981. So I guess in the beginning it was just 1977.
It was just Star Wars.
Yep. That's interesting, though. 4 years later, they're like, we should add this to it. They said the original title was a real mouthful. Imagine trying to say, I'd like to see Adventures of the Star Killer as taken from the Journal of the Wills Saga 1, The Star Wars. So it was supposed to be Adventures of the Star Killer as taken from the Journal of the Wills Saga 1, The Star Wars. That is a lot.
Goodness, they can condense that.
In this case, less was more.
Very true. And sorry to say, but Han did shoot first. They say it's potentially the biggest bugbear between fans within the entire Star Wars universe, but there is concrete evidence that Han Solo shoots bounty hunter Greedo without warning while in the Mos Eisley Cantina. The original cut of A New Hope is vastly different from its re-release, as it shows the actual confrontation between Han and Greedo before it was edited to suggest that Greedo was the one to start the firefights.
Well, who was it?
Greedo?
Oh, Greedo. Okay. I thought you said Guido.
The reason behind Lucas wanted to develop.
That was the Italian version.
Yeah. Guido. Lucas wanted to develop Han into a John Wayne-esque kind of character if the series progressed, and so wanted to center him with more morals than someone who would attack someone else completely unprovoked. So he kind of put a little spin on it, even though it's not true. He was the one to shoot first. And there you go with some Star Wars fun facts on May the 4th. Be with you.
I have some. Can I piggyback right on that? Because I have some too. Yeah. Apparently, some other Star Wars fun facts. C-3PO is actually straight. The original, you were talking earlier too about who was playing Darth Vader, or who voiced Darth Vader, and ended up being James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Apparently, the first, even before yours that came out, was supposed to be Miley Cyrus.
Really?
Yeah. Luke Skywalker's famous pickup line are
she wasn't even a thought.
Luke Skywalker's favorite pickup lines are you the Force because I want to use you.
Okay.
R2-D2 has a side hustle as a recycling bin. Believe it or not.
All right, that makes sense.
So he's still making money,
and helping the environment too.
They're not filming
nice.
right now. Yeah. That sound you hear when your wife's locked in the bathroom, it's not a lightsaber. These are some additional fun facts for Star Wars. George Lucas hasn't had a chin since 1978, apparently.
They're interesting.
The best Star Wars movie is The Empire Strikes Back. The worst is all the rest. And apparently Chewbacca has almost as much body hair as a Kardashian.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Not anymore. You mean naturally?
Wow. Finally, on my list, despite what Darth Vader says, Luke's father is actually Nick Cannon. Just so if you want to, kind of makes sense, right? With the breathing and all that good stuff. So, want to take a quick phone call?
Sure.
All right, we got our buddy Vaughn checking in with us. Hey, Vaughn, what's going on?
What's up, people?
Hi, Vaughn. Did you get a new phone?
So you're going to Denver.
No, I'm actually in Denver. I just got here.
Oh, wow.
Awesome. No kidding.
What a nice lover you are.
What a nice lover. How was the flight over there?
Actually, it wasn't all that bad. I thought it was going to be a lot worse with takeoff, but girlfriend gave me a Xanax.
Oh.
To take.
Good thing she didn't give it to the pilot.
Until you're going somewhere else.
Vaughn, I got up this morning.
This will calm me down.
Yeah. I got up this morning and I was shaving. I was worried about you. I said, I hope Vaughn's safe on his flight.
Yeah.
First thing I thought about.
Star Wars, 46 years.
It was actually a pretty good flight. I can't complain too much. This is really cool. Being up that high and seeing everything from the clouds and
you're always high.
Getting high.
I was going to say, aren't you always that high?
Yeah.
But Vaughn did say this is when we talked to him yesterday that this is his first time he's like flown this long.
Yeah. Wow. How's your arms? Tired?
Oh boy.
That'd be a great joke.
kind of tired. But
Well, Vaughn.
Seating was kind of cramped.
Well, what are you going to do, buddy? You can't have everything. That's why you should fly private next time. Go to Boca and tell your girlfriend to get a jet.
Yeah, come on. You're a baller.
Yeah, let's go.
I'll let me put that on your Amex card, G.
Oh, not a problem, but that's a hard no.
Hard no? Well, maybe a soft no?
Hard no.
Okay, all right. That's a hard no, Vaughn. Sorry. I tried, buddy. Tried to get him soft for you.
I'll get you a roller bird. What?
A what? You get him a roller bird?
Skateboard on Glades, maybe. All right. Well, how long are you in Denver for?
I'm here till Sunday.
That's it? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, so till Sunday, huh? That's great.
Well, buy some pot out there and have a good time. Put it in a bet for us.
Yeah, don't bring it back, though.
I'm actually going to the dispensary now with my friend. We're getting our cars, and then we're hitting up the dispensary, and the girls are going to go shopping.
Oh, that's not. So it sounds like a lovely weekend. You and the girlfriend and another
Some
couple.
friends. Yeah. Have a blast.
You're going to have a great time. Make sure you call us when you get back because we're worried about you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you won't even care by the time I get back, G, but thank you.
That's why our relationship works, bro. You know I don't care, and it works.
You know exactly where you stand. You know exactly where you stand. I feel the same, buddy.
I love you, Jimmy. You know that. I take a bullet for you with a vest. All right, Vaughn, we got to go, buddy.
Love you.
Love you more.
Take care, pal.
It is the Penthouse. It is a crazy Thursday. Getting ready for Cinco de Mayo. I'm going to celebrate like I never did before, like it's 1999.
Are we having tequila shots in the Penthouse tomorrow?
Let's do it.
All right.
Nice.
I got a bunch of tequila just delivered to me. Tequila 512.
All right.
So let's do it.
Bring it in.
Yeah. Now, go get it. Now, quick.
I'll run. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back.
Rover's Morning Glory.
The U.S. Navy used an enlisted drag queen to try to increase recruitment.
If I saw this with like the Chinese military or Russian military, I would love it. I go, oh, this is great. Nobody's going to compete with us. We used to be the top military force, right? Nobody messed with us. Now, nobody's afraid of us. I mean, what if you're dressed like that and then you get a call? We're under attack. Oh, no, I got high heels on. I got my press-on nails. Can I even shoot my gun?
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny as we move through our Thursday. Low humidity out there as well, so it's a very comfortable day across South Florida. We'll be in the mid-80s for the day. Temperatures will cool back down into the 60s and 70s again overnight. Back in the 80s again on Friday with the clear sky. The chance of rain increases for us late this weekend.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. All new spring deals are here at Lowe's. Save on the Cobalt 24-volt string trimmer and leaf blower combo kit. Now just $149. Lowe's knows spring. Lowe's knows home improvement. Offer valid through 5/17. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
In this week's Marketers Report, Chris Brandt, Chief Marketing Officer at Chipotle Mexican Grill, weighs in on the power of audio.
We've used audio to reinforce what we're showing on TV, what we're showing in other digital channels. When your priority is driving reach, boy, everybody seems to listen to the radio.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, conversations, trusted influencers, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Hey, it's the Greek. There are many tequilas out there, but when you want the best, your selection should be Tequila 512. A sipping tequila that's so greatly priced, it's also perfect for margaritas. Tequila 512 is perfect addition to make a normal night a special night. Whether you like tequila neat or mixed with cocktails, the best choice is Tequila 512. Every spirit has its moment. Today it's tequila. Your choice should be Tequila 512. Peace.
Ah, what a day to be a Florida tomato. Sunny, warm, and expected afternoon showers. I am feeling so fine. You say tomato, I say, what the?
Florida tomatoes. They're ripe for the picking. So look for fresh from Florida tomatoes where you shop and support our state. See more seasonal produce at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/radio. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/radio. That's 4hims.com/radio for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/RADIO.
Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates, it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering professional-grade industrial supplies, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Tara, quote, "My doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. There are nights when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out, and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver." Unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates, it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Do you have heart failure and often hear,
"Those stomach issues ruined your birthday"?
"You're too tired to play catch, Grandpa."
"Sweetie, you haven't touched your tools since the carpal tunnel syndrome diagnosis."
If these seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, talk to your cardiologist. Ask about transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM, a rare and underdiagnosed disease that gets worse over time. Learn more at connecttoyourheart.com. That's connecttoyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
We're looking good in the West Palm area. 15-minute ride along 95 from Southern to PGA. Similar story for the Turnpike. Flagler Drive shut down. It's one of many roads in the downtown West Palm area that is shut down ahead of Sunfest this weekend. That's between Lakeview Avenue and Banyan Boulevard. Other roadways include Clematis Street on the westbound side between Flagler Drive and Lantana Avenue, eastbound between Narcissus and Flagler. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Reese Windows and Doors.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word HAPPY right now to 20129. That's HAPPY to 20129.
Only iHeartRadio gives you access to all of your favorite radio stations.
Rover's Morning Glory.
It's The Woody Show.
It's Elliot in the Morning.
All of the once-in-a-lifetime events. iHeartRadio Music Festival. All of the best free curated playlists.
It's everything that rocks.
All of the great podcasts for every interest.
This is Freddie Prinze Jr. from the Wrestling with Freddie podcast.
All of the mind-blowing contests.
$20,000.
Awesome.
Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Welcome back to The Penthouse. So nice to have you here on a Thursday afternoon. Tell you what, can't get any better than coming up, huh? We got May the 4th be with you today, Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. We got Sunfest this weekend, Kentucky Derby, all kinds of stuff going on. Boy, what a way to start the day today. Hi, my name is Jimmy. Welcome back to the Penthouse. We got our good friend Greek right here with us. What's going on, pal?
Oh, just looking at the Derby horses. I'm very excited about them. I'll be at the Palm Beach Kennel Club tomorrow, stopping by for the big race. Remember, that's the only place that you can bet is the Palm Beach Kennel Club. Get over there and bet the race. I believe you can do it starting Friday at after 12 o'clock. So I think that'll be pretty cool. Jimmy, who do we have on hold?
We got our buddy Chris checking in with us. Hey, Chris, what's going on, pal?
What's going on, everybody? Good afternoon. How are you?
We're doing great, Chris. Always great to take your call. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, thank you. I wanted to let everybody know that, gee, I might know you a little better than some other people. And I don't ever want you to hear you say that you don't care, because you care when we boost your ego. You care when we bring you sandwiches. You care quite a bit. I just want everybody to see.
Well, Chris, I appreciate that. And I know I am a very unique individual, but I do care, all right, for people. A lot of times I do, but that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But I do care when you do something nice. Why wouldn't I? Anybody do something nice where they should care and they should be happy. So keep doing nice things for me. I love it. Wash my car.
Exactly.
Pay my rent.
Exactly.
Pay my American Express bill. I mean, do whatever you want. Buy me a cigar.
Yeah, something. Do something for him, damn it.
Get me the Derby winner. Pick a number between 1 and 20, Chris. You got a big ass.
My birthday's 20.
I don't like that. All right, I'll put it in 20. So we got one.
Well, my birthday's 9/20, September 20th. So
all right, so far
we'll make it all about you, Chris.
Yeah, all right. So far we got the numbers 1, 3, and 11 because Jimmy and Francis are bringing out 311. We got 15 because Mahomes is saying to the horses, "Ride her up." I did that one time at golf course or stream,
whatever golf course. Did it at golf course racing casino.
Whatever. And then we'll go to Chris's 20.
See, this is where we show how much we care.
Golf stream.
Yeah.
Is that what you meant to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
But listen.
Yeah.
Well, I just heard that on the last segment. That's not really why I called.
Good.
This is hot off the presses, and I figured you'd be interested in it. It's probably not going to get as much attention because it's baseball.
Okay.
But Alabama fired its baseball coach, Brad Bonhan. Bonhan. Where he admitted betting. He bet on that game between Crimson Tide and LSU, supposedly.
I said this yesterday. Franny brought it up at a story about where sports books are telling on players. And I said yesterday to Francis and Jimmy in the audience, I said, eventually you will hear about referees and coaches, if this is true.
Wow.
And that's bad because that's a coach. It's bad all around. Players are terrible. But coaches and referees, that's a little bit more because they have a little bit more control over the game about players coming in and out and stuff.
You know what? When does it stop, though? I mean, like, they have the insignia on the uniforms now. But, I mean, betting on your own game I could see as being suspicious and whatever, because maybe you're throwing the game or getting extra points or this or that.
Mm-hmm.
But like just. All right, so the Alabama coach bet on a couple of pro football games. What's the big deal?
But did he? What did they? I don't know the story. You're breaking it. Did he bet on pro football or on baseball?
No. I'm just saying betting in general. It says Alabama baseball coach Brad, whatever his last name is, was fired Thursday, 5 days after suspicious wagering was detected on his Crimson Tide game against LSU. So he actually bet on his own game.
Well, that's different. That's a totally different story. But again, all professional teams, you're not allowed to bet. And I'm sure in this situation, he bet on the game. I'm praying, first of all, he bet. That's wrong. Gin clear, okay? That's wrong. But if he bet against his team, that's even worse.
Yeah. Well, and betting within his own game. And then I think you were asking, Chris, what would be the difference if he was betting on football, let's say, that had nothing to do with what he was playing? Were you asking that as well?
Right, because now the baseball teams, they have the insignia of whatever the bet, like they're wearing in football, they're going to start wearing them on a uniform.
Doesn't matter. You can't bet.
Commercial break,
You can't bet. That's it. You cannot bet if you're on the team, if you're in the front office, you're a coach, general manager, even announcers. That is the rule. And it's the NFL's rule, not the league's rule. You cannot bet. It's worse in this situation because the guy bet on his team. Yeah. And that's, to me, it's worse. I'm just one individual, one opinion. To me, that's worse. If he bet the Giants and Eagles, okay, that's not allowed. But when you're betting on your team, and if you're even betting against it, that's terrible. It's hurting the integrity of the game, the players, all the guys involved. It's not good. But again, all sports right now is open arms with sports betting. They keep taking it in. So the other thing you got to remember in anything in life, you know what? You reap what you sow. You're going to get some people like this. And the sports betting money is billions of dollars. So you're going to hear stories like this for the next 20 years. And it's not going to stop. So it's there. It's part of it.
Right. That was my point. Like, if the Kentucky or LSU or whoever basketball coach decides to bet on the NFL when it comes up, I know it's a no, but why should it be a big deal? I don't get it.
Because it's a rule, bro. It's life. That's the rule. You have rules at your job. You can't do it. If you want your job, you can't do it. That's the bottom line. If you want to bet professionally, then quit your job and go bet. You can do whatever you want.
Right. Yeah.
It's pretty simple. You can't do it.
They're getting money. They're getting money for advertisement. They're getting money to wear the patch, but they could tell the guy, you can wear the patch, but you can't bet.
Yeah, but it's two different things, brother. You can't, if something is endorsed or paid for, you can't say, okay, that allows me to bet because you have a Caesars Casino emblem on your pocket. That's not relevant. It's just not. Doesn't, one has nothing to do with the other. They're doing that for a stream of, revenue, but you can't bet because you're hurting the integrity of the game. So if you don't understand that, everybody has an opinion, but just like we talk about marijuana, where marijuana is legal in certain states, it's not with the teams. So you can't do it.
Right. Now, I've called in many, I'm a heavy equipment operator. My job says, we don't care if you have the medical card, you can't do it.
Okay, so there it is. There's your answer. If your job says you can't do it, you can't do it. That's if you want to keep your job. If you don't care, then break the rules. And then it goes equan. You know what I mean?
No.
No, don't worry about it.
I don't, actually.
That's Italian for where the horse flies, then the cat won't go. Chris, we got to go. We got to come back with a trifecta.
That cleared it right up.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Totally
now
understand.
that I know exactly what's going on.
Have you ever seen a cat in a stable? Not really. All right, we'll be back, Chris. Peace.
Because you shouldn't have to get up off the couch. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe it. Woo! Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome.
It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Grand in Your Hand is sponsored by Precision Garage Door. When your garage door squeaks, creaks, or just flat out breaks, you need Precision Garage Door. Always open and available on weekends. Plus, they stock the largest selection of hurricane impact garage doors in South Florida. Go to flgaragedoor.com. flgaragedoor.com.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Fresh from Florida.
The Panthers will try to steal another playoff game in Toronto tonight. Florida faces the Maple Leafs in Game 2 after a stunning win in the series opener. Jesus Luzardo tries to help the Marlins avoid a sweep by the Braves this afternoon. Lefty's coming off a solid start in a no decision against the Cubs last week. And tennis star Emma Raducanu will miss Wimbledon and likely the U.S. Open too because of surgery to both wrists and an ankle. I'm Scott Davidson.
Shoppers, this is your local sweet corn farmer letting you know that Florida sweet corn is in season. Ask for Fresh from Florida or look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo. Learn more at followfreshfromflorida.com. And happy eating.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny as we move through our Thursday. Low humidity out there as well, so it's a very comfortable day across South Florida. We'll be in the mid-80s for the day. Temperatures will cool back down into the 60s and 70s again overnight. Back in the 80s again on Friday with the clear sky. The chance of rain increases for us late this weekend.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Your ticket to the sleep you need. Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale. Save up to $700 and get a free adjustable base on select mattresses. Plus, you can rest easy knowing you have the 120-night sleep trial to make sure your new bed is perfect.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering professional-grade industrial supplies, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do you have heart failure and often hear,
"Those stomach issues ruined your birthday"?
You're too tired to play catch, Grandpa.
Sweetie, you haven't touched your tools since the carpal tunnel syndrome diagnosis.
If these seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, talk to your cardiologist. Ask about transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM, a rare and underdiagnosed disease that gets worse over time. Learn more at connecttoyourheart.com. That's connecttoyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
What's cooler than cool? Casper's new cooling mattress. Say hello to the snow, engineered with advanced snow technology for 5 degrees cooler sleep all night. Tired of nighttime overheating? No sweat. The snow comes with a cool touch cover to provide a refreshing feel the moment you crawl into bed, plus heat delete bands to continuously push excess heat away, keeping you both at the perfect temperature for 12 plus hours. Visit casper.com/stores and experience the cooling features for yourself at a Casper sleep shop near you. Casper, for the love of sleep. Exclusions apply. See casper.com/promo.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life. In office, West Palm Beach.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm.
Are you the parent of a 2 to 7-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting free radio offer. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse, the Parents' Choice Award-winning online learning program that's actually changing the lives of early learners everywhere.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
Right now, we're offering a special radio promo to try it free for a month. But you have to go to abcmouse.com/radio to claim your free month. That's abcmouse.com/radio.
Sponsored by Age of Learning.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to start getting conversational in another language? In as little as 3 weeks, Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. But not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates, it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach, open 7 days a week. Beautiful ladies, 5-star menu. And this Friday, May 5th, it's Cinco de Mayo party like you've never seen before. Tequila shots plus taco specials and lime jello wrestling. It's Cinco de Mayo only like Monroe's could do. Friday, May 5th. Put it in your calendar. Plus tequila shots and taco specials. Where do you want to celebrate Cinco de Mayo? It's Monroe's. Peace.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. New South makes windows that are both energy efficient and hurricane resistant. New South is the factory and eliminates the middleman. New South windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers because we know Florida weather.
Going on now, save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Debris in the roadway, Boca Raton, northbound 95 by Congress Avenue. Panels of drywall on the right lanes there, so watch out for that. We don't have any accidents reported along the interstate or along the turnpike in Palm Beach County. I'm Joel Mountain.
This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Stop going it alone for recruiting and staffing. Choose a local expert. Hiring is about getting to know people, not algorithms. So let the team at Express Employment Professionals hire for you. Visit ExpressPros.com to find the office near you.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're in The Penthouse on a Thursday. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for always listening to Penthouse. Always appreciate you guys listening to Real Radio. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hi, what's up?
And it is time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
Tom Brady's looking for houses in L.A., and maybe that means he's not going to play for the Dolphins. There's still a rumor out there that doesn't go away. Every time you think it's done, it comes back. We'll see.
Rams?
But again, Rams? No, they got the.
It's a joke.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Brady's done. I really do.
Oh, yeah.
But you never know. I mean, anything can happen.
Well, he's got his production company and stuff, so maybe he wants a house in L.A. so he can be part of the movies.
You're right. I mean, when you got that kind of money, you could have 12 houses.
10-3 coming.
There
you never know. So we'll see what happens, but that was the big rumor yesterday. They showed him taking some pictures and different things at this home. Boston Celtics last night won in the NBA, 121-87. That's why they play the games, because the night before, Philly beat them and didn't have their big MVP star. Last night he played, and the Celtics beat him up pretty bad. In the NBA right now, the status is Celtics and Philly 1-1. The Miami Heat and the Knicks are 1-1. Game 3 is on Saturday. The Lakers are up 1-0 on the Warriors, and Denver's up 2-0 on the Phoenix Suns. And also, the Panthers are home. Home. They're home for Florida hockey right now for the playoffs on Real Radio 92.1. Panthers up 1-0 in the series, taking on Toronto tonight. Game 2, the Panthers are 7-1 to win it all. If you want to get some money down on the Panthers, thank you, DraftKings. And you can always hear that on Real Radio. The puck drops at 7 as they take on Toronto. Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Tequila 512. Thank you. Good afternoon. Peace.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you. I got a couple texts in.
That's it. We're done.
That's it. We're over.
Well, you got a lottery story.
I got some texts in. Let's see. We're all over the place. All right. And I apologize. I am just checking this out. Somebody, and maybe we can get this ready while I'm reading the text if you want to prep yourself. Antoine has a request. Says, in honor of Celtics covering last night and the Kentucky Derby this weekend, can you please ask Greek to do a quick, where'd this go? A quick horse race with purebred, the little Greek that could. Says, thank you. That's from Antoine. All right. So maybe just prep yourself and I'll read a little bit more of these. And we have the Derby entries are limited to 20 and alternate entries can draw in if a main file horse scratches. That's what it says in the text.
Okay.
All right. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, it is May 4th. May the 4th be with you, also known as Star Wars Day. Not sure if this was covered in your Star Wars facts, but most of the early laser sounds they got was from tapping on guide wires that hold telephone poles upright.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's according to the text line. We also have R2-D2 was the most vulgar character ever in a movie. They bleeped out everything he ever said.
Yeah.
And I said, live your life like a Roomba. You hit a wall, you just keep on going. And this person says, I live my life like a Roomba that just ran over a special surprise my dog left on the kitchen floor. So, yeah, I'm sorry about that. And then we have NFL can't bet. This caller's argument about betting. They're talking about Chris. Because DraftKings or one of the other betting apps is a sponsor is like saying that Coors or Budweiser sponsor a NASCAR driver. So why can't they drink while they're driving? So we have that in there. And then sports betting, if a player, coach, whoever wants the rush of betting, they should just invest in the stock market. Seems to me it's just as risky. So thank you for the text. You can always participate 47142. You just got to kick it off with Real Radio.
But off the track, the drivers can drink. So I think what Chris was saying is that why can't you bet on something that you have nothing to do with?
Yes.
You know? And I'm not saying that they should be able to. It's not that. I believe that's, and in a way, I mean, it does. I think it's probably more along the lines of too, though, is like, how do you regulate that? Like you can bet on some things and not others. And so it's just a probably easier to go blanket statement. You can't bet on anything, right?
No. And they've come such a long way. It was whatever it was, 10 years ago. Tony Romo was supposed to be at a fantasy football party in Vegas, and they didn't let him go. So, I mean, in the last 10 years where the NFL has gone, and sports, because of the legalization of sports betting, I think now 35 states or whatever it is, and obviously now the NFL endorsing it and backing it and getting millions of dollars from it, it's changed. But they want that rule because they don't want the integrity of the game to be challenged in any shape or form because it won't stop. It'll be everybody's betting. So if they just said it's a bonanza, then coaches are going to bet, players are going to bet, and then every time somebody drops a pass or do something, you don't want people to go, I wonder if he had money on it.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to happen. Yep. You know, it's 4th and 3, and the guy kicks a field goal.
It might happen anyway.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It might happen anyway. It might get to a point where people go, well, betting's legal now, so see what happens.
But what I don't understand.
People might assume,
of
right?
course.
And because that's what we do. We assume things.
And the other thing is you don't need to bet. You could have somebody else bet for you. All day long.
Well, there's that too.
I mean, and that's
or like the one person who wrote into the text line that Franny just read. Just go to the stock market.
Well, not. I mean, that's you can do that obviously, but that's legal. But if you really want to bet, you can have somebody bet for you all day long.
Yeah,
I mean that happens. Jimmy, we have somebody on hold.
Yeah, we got our buddy Al from Green Acres checking in with us. Hey, Al, what's going on, bub?
Hey, everybody. Yeah, you pretty much said what I was thinking. I was going to answer with Chris's question about betting that, like, no matter who it is, even if it's just a guy that's just tackles a guy, all he's got to do is trip himself up and not tackle the guy, and that will make the game change. Even small increments can do it. So it's understandable that they wouldn't. Because if you think these players don't talk to each other, look, I'll give you a percentage.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, it goes on. But like I said, they don't want betting in any shape or form. It's the same thing goes back to they don't want the average fan to walk out and say this game was fixed. And it's hurt other sports. It's hurt boxing. It's hurt horse racing. It's hurt soccer. It's hurt tennis. It just has.
Yeah. And there's some people that know I'm not going to have a career in this. Let me get one big lump sum and get out.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean,
nowadays all you got to do is fake an injury, and you get out because it's practically signed into your contract that at least a quarter of what you were going to make is already in the bucket.
Yeah, I mean, again, there are things you could do in all shapes and forms when it comes to sports betting. The NFL or Major League Baseball or the NBA or the NHL want to protect the league, want to protect the players, and want to protect the integrity. That's what it comes down to. So there is no betting, and that's it. And
yeah, like you said, because they don't know who to trust. Who and what was that bet good, or was that because he threw it?
Yeah, and that's terrible. You can't have that. If you have that, then you're going to, at some point, the fans are going to get turned off.
Yep, definitely. And I also noticed something that we kind of, within the last 10, 20 years, I don't know if it's been any longer, but when I was a kid and someone rang the doorbell,
Yeah.
we always wanted to run to see who it is. I've noticed lately that a lot of people will hear the doorbell and just stare at the door or stare at each other. Like, what should we do?
I think it's a different society now. I think we're not as, years ago it was different. And, you just open a door arbitrarily. Now you worry about who's knocking at your door. And it's not a common thing.
It really isn't. I mean, unless you're expecting somebody, it is. You get caught off guard. And sometimes, I know myself, I know that we have a lot of solicitors in our neighborhood. And I mean, people who are trying to sell us solar or cable or
that's
whatever.
a big thing right now.
Yeah. And I just don't want to deal with it. So, but a lot of people do have those ring apps. So I can just look at my phone and see who's there too.
Yeah,
this is true.
And I think at night, it definitely increases where you get
Yes.
like, what the hell's going on? Who's coming? And then you look at each other like, somebody coming here? Or why is there, And if you're alone, you get worried. I had somebody knock on my door the other night, 2:30 in the morning. I mean, you just,
What'd he want?
He was at the wrong place. It's the third time it's happened. But this
2:30, huh?
Yeah.
I've had people come up to my door, midnight, 1 o'clock in the
Really?
morning. Yeah.
I ain't answering it that
I had one person say, "Can you give me a ride up to the gas station up the road?" To
Really?
the convenience store. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so that I can understand, because even back 20, 30 years, we would have been like, who's here? It's after midnight or it's 11 o'clock at night. But nowadays, it just seems like before the ring stings, because I knock on a lot of doors in my job, and I've noticed that people went from having everyone run to the door to run to the door and look out to almost looking inside the window and just seeing everybody still sitting there staring at each other. And then they're like, oh, yeah, I forgot such and such is coming. Here. It's weird. But
it's just society where we're at.
Yeah, different times. Absolutely.
We're not, we don't feel as safe as we once did.
Around here. I bet if you go out to the Midwest, they still have that.
I'm sure.
They keep their doors unlocked.
Yeah, small town USA.
It's like, come on in.
Sure.
Yeah. It's just a different time, buddy. You know what I mean? It's just the way things have changed. Unfortunately, it was nicer the other way. But with today's, the way things are and crime and the way you hear stories all the time, you're more reluctant. And I think that's part of it, too. We hear stuff every day.
Shit, you knock on somebody's door, you get shot at.
I was just going to say that.
I mean, it's crazy.
It's not, so stay inside, buddy, and listen to Real Radio.
Yeah, I will. I wonder if I could sign up for the Mars mission. I'm going to go find out.
All right, you let us know.
Yeah, sign me up, too, will you?
I'm going to pass on that.
You and I, Al, we'll do it together.
All right, well, I'll ask for you, Franny, no problem.
Wait, I didn't say that was Jimmy.
Jimmy wants to go.
Left out again.
I'm sorry, Jimmy. To point of praise, I saw right through you.
I'll hold your hand, Al.
We love you, Al.
Bye,
Be good.
Al.
877-927-6969. We talked about good concerts where the crowds were good or bad. If you have a story of someplace you went other than Florida, or it could be Florida, where you said maybe it's South Florida, North Florida, where you went and the crowds were bad and the music was just, man, this is a crazy crowd, or a good crowd, let us know. Call us. 877-927-6969. Maybe you traveled someplace. Franny next week's going to Denver to see a concert. Maybe you were at someplace one time and like, man, that was crazy there. I remember going years ago to Hollywood Bowl out in L.A., and everybody was blown out. I mean, just unbelievable. It seemed crazy at the time. But, yeah, everywhere I just couldn't even enjoy the concert. So call us, 877-927-6969. You could also text us, Real Radio 47142, or you can email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Have you guys been any place outside of Florida where you say it was crazy? See a concert? Off the top of your heads.
No.
Not where anybody was rude. Probably one of the more, and my dad loves telling the story too, because my dad was never like, he took me and a friend of mine when we were young to Radio City. I mentioned it to one of my first concerts I've ever gone to was to see Iron Maiden at Radio City Music Hall. Well, back then, most places you could still smoke a lot. Well, Radio City was getting to that point where they were trying to stop people from smoking inside the theater, right? And so the fire marshal comes out before the show and says, everybody, just want to let you know that there is no smoking in this theater. And you just heard every cuss word coming out.
Oh, really?
Get the out of here.
Oh, my God.
Nobody paid attention to it except for my dad. He went out to the hallway like he was supposed to. And that was one of my, where I guess if people were rude, you can kind of add that. But not like it is today where people are starting fights.
No, I've been like caught up in a mosh pit, and that's a scary situation.
Yeah,
but you're in there for a reason. I mean, they start them. They know what they're getting themselves into. I wouldn't call it. I mean, they're rowdy. It's crazy to get in there. But I ended up exiting the mosh pit with one less shoe. I remember that.
Oh, wow.
For the rest of the concert.
That was probably not so bad.
Oh no, I've seen bad things happen in there. I mean, just watch that Woodstock documentary, the most recent one that they did.
Yeah.
And was it Woodstock or Lollapalooza? Woodstock, right? The one that happened in '99. Just watch that documentary and
I don't think that was Woodstock was in the 60s.
No, but they brought it back.
Oh, they did? Okay,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
And check out what an show that was. I mean, from girls getting, sexually assaulted to them lighting crap on fire.
Yeah.
But they were, the girl thing was terrible, but like the whole lighting on fire and this and that, and like ruining the stages, they were just mad at the promoters and the people who put the concert together because, I mean, they said just the conditions that they were in after a couple days were disgusting.
Mine would be Veterans Stadium. Two things. I went to a Monday Night Football game with the Philadelphia Eagles and the 49ers. 49ers crushed them, and they were throwing batteries, and that was bad. I mean, really bad, right by us. And I went to go see the Rolling Stones at Veterans Stadium, and that was another concert that was just really bad. Fans. I mean, twice Veterans Stadium, and Philly does have a bad rep. That was a stadium at the time where they had a jail underneath for years, which most stadiums didn't have, but they had. That's how bad people were getting out of hand. But, yeah, it was a bad – I mean, a lot of violence. And people, I mean, you're throwing batteries. That's crazy. That happened one time.
Is that a thing? Like,
it happened,
I was
years
gonna say,
ago.
like, where do you get batteries? Like, just carry them on you?
I guess you bring them in. I mean, years ago, it started to happen with the Yankees, too, when the Yankees were playing and in a couple World Series, and then they used to make them wear helmets. People were throwing batteries from the stands. And it was bad. I mean, just, hitting the players and different things like that. But twice it was Veterans Stadium for me.
Yeah, we've mentioned the, throwing ice balls.
Oh, yeah.
At a couple of football games.
Meadowlands.
It was one time with the Giants. Another time was in Philly. And then, of course, last year up in Buffalo.
Yeah. That one time in the Meadowlands, though, I know you remember, that was a big thing because that was all over the papers. And they caught people like throwing the
from the newspaper, from the pictures of in the New York Post.
Yep, and they got arrested for it. They did because their picture was on the post throwing the snowballs, and that was I remember that it was a Giant game on a Saturday afternoon.
Yep,
and it was bad. I mean, they couldn't stop the crowd.
They played Dallas.
I don't know. I don't remember who they played, but they might have played. But
I want to say it was Dallas because obviously big rival, right?
I
want to say, but I could be completely wrong.
No, you might be right, but I do remember it was bad. The batteries were bad because I remember
I'm just trying to figure out why they threw batteries because, I'm like looking at it and it is something, a Philadelphia Eagles thing. Like Eagles fans have that weird tradition of throwing batteries at people. Not even just when they lose, when they win. So this is a thing, but I want to know why. What's the story behind it? Batteries.
I don't know.
Specifically.
I don't know. Maybe we can, that exists somewhere.
Yeah.
But, how many times do we see it when a city wins a championship?
They go crazy.
They burn cars in the streets. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't understand that. I never understood that.
I don't either. I don't understand any of that.
You destroy other people's properties to celebrate?
Yeah. Well, again, people are out of control. They lose their minds. They're drinking.
And that's been going on a long time. That's not just recent. That's not COVID. You don't blame that on COVID.
No.
That's well before that.
Oh, yeah. I remember as a kid. Everywhere people would do that. But the batteries thing, and like I said, I do remember it in Philadelphia because we were like, we got to get out of here. When you get hit in the head with a battery with somebody winging it, you go down. I mean, it's like getting hit with a golf ball. It will knock you on your ass. It is the Penthouse. That's what we try to do every day, knock you on your ass and give you some entertainment here. Yeah. Franny, we got some Florida stories. What do we got in the Ocha Hapa?
I don't even know what that means. Just making up words.
See, he does care, kids.
Yes, he does.
You see?
He does.
See right there?
Yep. We got a couple of fights
I
falling.
only saw half of that. Now it's this.
We're going to talk about a goat, and I'm not talking about the greatest of all time. It's an interesting situation that happened that confused the police officers when they showed up. Then we have another fight club at a school. I'm also going to give you a little heads up on an app that the West Palm Beach Police Department has just put out there right in time for Sunfest. I'll get you all the details when we come back on Real Radio 92.1.
Got something to say? Text us at 47142. Start your message with Real Radio. Standard data and message rates apply, and don't text while driving.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny as we move through our Thursday. Low humidity out there as well, so it's a very comfortable day across South Florida. We'll be in the mid-80s for the day. Temperatures will cool back down into the 60s and 70s again overnight. Back in the 80s again on Friday with the clear sky. The chance of rain increases for us late this weekend.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Your ticket to the sleep you need. Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale. Save up to $700 and get a free adjustable base on select mattresses. Plus, you can rest easy knowing you have the 120-night sleep trial to make sure your new bed is perfect.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering professional-grade industrial supplies, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do you have heart failure and often hear,
"Those stomach issues ruined your birthday"?
"You're too tired to play catch, Grandpa."
"Sweetie, you haven't touched your tools since the carpal tunnel syndrome diagnosis."
If these seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, talk to your cardiologist. Ask about transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM, a rare and underdiagnosed disease that gets worse over time. Learn more at connecttoyourheart.com. That's connecttoyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This message is sponsored by the Florida A&M University Medical Marijuana Education and Research Initiative, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Mary on Demand is live. Start your marijuana education journey today and learn more with Mary on Demand. Take the self-guided education series at your own pace. You'll decide what you'd like to learn and when. Visit mary.famu.edu to learn more. That's mmeri.famu.edu. Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
Hey, it's the Greek for Precision Garage Door South Florida. They have a large inventory of Hurricane garage doors. Get ready because hurricane season is right around the corner. If you need a new garage door, look no further than Precision's Garage Door of South Florida. They're the largest inventory in stock of hurricane garage doors. Does your door need service? You can call Precision 24/7. They have a quick response time even on weekends, and there's no extra charge. Precision is locally owned and operated, and all the work is done by trained and certified employees. If you need a new garage door or your garage door is not working properly, you can count on Precision. Go to FLGARAGE door.com. That's FLGARAGE door.com.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively. Across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
And now, a couple of corny facts. Number 1, there are about 800 kernels in each ear of corn. Number 2, an ear of corn always has an even number of rows. And number 3, Florida sweet corn season ends in June. June? What? Why didn't anybody tell me that it was gonna...
Oh, well, I guess that's a wrap.
It's sweet corn season in Florida. Stop on your way home and get some before it's gone. See more seasonal produce at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's business cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp's software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 3.5% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp. Just go to ramp.com/free. Ramp.com/free. ramp.com/free.
What's cooler than cool? Casper's new cooling mattress. Say hello to the snow, engineered with advanced snow technology for 5 degrees cooler sleep all night. Tired of nighttime overheating? No sweat. The snow comes with a cool touch cover to provide a refreshing feel the moment you crawl into bed, plus heat delete bands to continuously push excess heat away, keeping you both at the perfect temperature for 12 plus hours. Visit casper.com/stores and experience the cooling features for yourself at a Casper sleep shop near you. Casper, for the love of sleep. Exclusions apply. See casper.com/promo.
Spring has sprung and it's full tilt boogie time at GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Hey, it's the Greek. There are many tequilas out there, but when you want the best, your selection should be Tequila 512. A sipping tequila that's so greatly priced, it's also perfect for margaritas. Tequila 512 is perfect addition to make a normal night a special night. Whether you like tequila neat or mixed with cocktails, the best choice is Tequila 512. Every spirit has its moment. Today it's tequila. Your choice should be Tequila 512. Peace.
Cinco de Mayo is here this Friday at Duffy Sports Grill. Join the fiesta with games, giveaways, and great deals on margaritas and twin tacos starting at just $3. What could be better than ice cold drinks and fiery tacos? See you at Duffy's this Cinco de Mayo.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Palm Beach expressways look good on our Thursday drive. Checking the traffic cameras, no major delays on the Turnpike or 95. Downtown West Palm, bit of a mess. Sunfest setup going on. Flagler Drive, that is shut down. From Okeechobee Boulevard to Banyan, use Dixie or Olive instead. And make sure you slow down for pedestrians on the commute. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Reese Windows and Doors.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word HAPPY right now to 20129. That's HAPPY to 20129.
The Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put a grand
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Thursday. Get ready for Cinco de Mayo tomorrow night. Big party at Monroe's. Tacos will be flying, and the beautiful ladies will be in the house. Jimmy is here.
Hello, and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hi.
And it's time for some stories of this great state of ours, Florida.
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 What just happened?
I don't know.
Florida.
I stuck my flag.
WTF.
His Florida flag.
What the Florida?
That's what it sounds like when you stick your flag.
Oh.
Poop. Poop. All right.
Oh, God.
Let's start. Let's start with kids fighting. Don't they call, I'll get into that later. All right. So, yeah, you guys mentioned that there was another crazy story about a teacher involving kids fighting. Well, now there's another PE teacher at a Brevard Public School. This is Johnson Middle School. And the claims is that this PE teacher is now on leave after an investigation, or it's still they're still investigating right now because they said that this person allegedly played a role in allowing students to fight on campus, did not stop it. So it's not necessarily like the fight club thing that we heard about with another school, but he's just not stopping it, letting these kids fight at school and not saying anything about it. One of the parents even said that their kid told him that this has been going on for a couple months.
That's scary.
Right? So it's not even, the kids aren't reporting it. Obviously, A few parents didn't report it, but eventually they did. They started to catch word that this was going on. They investigated. They said they got law enforcement and the Brevard Public Schools Human Resource Office all involved, and they're saying it was reported that the teacher allegedly played a role in allowing students to fight on our campus. They said, please know that upon receipt of this information, swift action occurred, which involved contacting all necessary parties. And they say there is an active police investigation going on right now. So we do not have any information on who it is. And I'm sure we will get some details coming up very soon. And then we're going to go from kids to something you call this animal when they're, right? I think baby goats, aren't they called kids?
Yes.
Right? That's what I thought.
Very good.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Yes.
I know stuff about goats.
That's impressive. It really is.
I've always wanted a goat. I think those fainting goats are just adorable.
Oh, my God.
My girlfriend's got two little pygmy goats, like the little tiny ones.
Where's she keep them?
She lives in Jupiter Farms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she keeps them out on her land, and they are so cute. But one's called Thunderbolt, and the other one is something else. I can't remember.
Maybe lightning.
Maybe. But Florida deputies responded to
lyrics reference if you didn't get it.
Maybe it's Thunderbolt lightning. Come on, guys, time to eat.
Very, very frightening.
Manjada.
Galileo. 911 call. Florida deputies were responding to one because there was people in a neighborhood, Putnam County, that were like, sounds like there's a crazy fight going on. What's happening? So they show up to a residential area in Palatka, and where residents reported a fight in progress. And that's exactly what it was. They ended up finding two goats bumping heads, fighting each other. And they said that they were both pretty hard-headed. Officers managed to separate, wrangle, and bring them to. Why'd they bring them to jail? They brought them to the jail, Putnam County Jail. You think they bring them to like animal control or something?
Yeah, really?
Yeah, they said that they were later able to make contact with the owner of the escaped goats and bring them back. But yeah, that's
peace. Oh, they threw in peace too.
Yeah, that one's a peaceful goat.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that goat's not fighting. These two goats.
Peace.
These two goats, they were fighting. Oh. And then the guy who ditched trial to go to lunch and then never came back.
Where'd he go?
Where was Waldo? Zachary
Wendy's.
Waldo.
He was in jail with the goats.
Zachary Waldo, who was on trial for 3 counts of DUI manslaughter. This was back March 15th. Finally got caught. He is in custody right now after, as I mentioned, allegedly ditching trial back in March during a lunch break. Waldo, and I love how they put Leesburg Police. They said, great job by LCSO Deputy Burns and the U.S. Marshal Task Force in the capture of Zachary Waldo this morning. We can only hope this provides some level of closure and justice for family and friends. Now, even though he escaped, the trial did continue. He didn't have to be part of it. He didn't have to be there. And he was found guilty. And yes, they did find him still in the state of Florida. You would think somebody who was trying to escape the law would get the heck out of Dodge, but this guy is not very bright, and thank goodness he is now behind bars. And then just a heads up, I want to let you know that it looks like they are doing the West Palm Beach Police Department has just released a new crime reporting app, and they're doing this just ahead of Sunfest. So this may be something you might want to download. It's called Safer Watch. Anyone can download it onto their phones for free. You can text photos, videos, or even live stream directly to the police. They said the timing could not have been better. We're going to have a ton of people enjoying our waterfront, and almost everyone has a cell phone. This is West Palm Beach Mayor Keith James saying at a press conference that the West Palm Beach Police Chief, Frank Adderley, was in attendance, and he said that he hopes the app will also help law enforcement address one of its biggest concerns, which is violent crimes. And on top of that, like, we know that we've had issues sometimes, too, with people stealing things around there.
Yeah.
Cell phones are a big thing. So if you got the app,
Don't lose yourself.
Don't lose your cell phone, or you're not going to be able to report crimes. But they say when you look at technology we have and the people that actually engage in reporting those crimes, you have 60% of people reporting those crimes, but 40% are not. We are working to build on those 40%, and this technology could absolutely help do that. They do want to let you know that Safer Watch does not replace 911. It is just an app where you can report crimes with photos, videos, or even a live stream direct to the police. And that is your What the Florida.
Thank you so much, Francis. Appreciate that. We do it twice a show, 11:05 and 1:05. Don't forget tonight, You could hear the Florida Panthers on Real Radio. That's right. We are at home of the Panthers for the NHL playoffs. It's the race to the cup with the Florida Panthers and Real Radio. We're going to come back with some news about a sex symbol that's 81 years old, and Jimmy has some news about Jimmy Fallon. Tying it all together. Big names. Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Butler. It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory.
The U.S. Navy used an enlisted drag queen to try to increase recruitment.
If I saw this with like the Chinese military or Russian military, I would love it. I go, oh, this is great. Nobody's going to compete with us. We used to be the top military force, right? Nobody messed with us. Now, nobody's afraid of us. I mean, what if you're dressed like that and then you get a call? We're under attack. Oh, no, I got high heels on. I got my press-on nails. Can I even shoot my gun?
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny as we move through our Thursday. Low humidity out there as well, so it's a very comfortable day across South Florida. We'll be in the mid-80s for the day. Temperatures will cool back down into the 60s and 70s again overnight. Back in the 80s again on Friday with the clear sky. The chance of rain increases for us late this weekend.
This report is sponsored by the Truth with Lisa Booth podcast.
Are you tired of your kids being indoctrinated in school? I'll talk to a mom who's doing something about it. Listen to The Truth with Lisa Booth every Monday and Thursday, but you can listen throughout the week on the iHeartRadio app, Spotify, Apple Podcast, or wherever you find your podcasts.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering professional-grade industrial supplies, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do you have heart failure and often hear,
"Those stomach issues ruined your birthday"?
"You're too tired to play catch, Grandpa."
Sweetie, you haven't touched your tools since the carpal tunnel syndrome diagnosis.
If these seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, talk to your cardiologist. Ask about transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM, a rare and underdiagnosed disease that gets worse over time. Learn more at connecttoyourheart.com. That's connecttoyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Ah, what a day to be a Florida tomato. You say tomato, I say, what the?
Florida tomatoes. They're ripe for the picking. So look for fresh from Florida tomatoes where you shop.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach, open 7 days a week. Beautiful ladies, 5-star menu. And this Friday, May 5th, it's Cinco de Mayo party like you've never seen before. Tequila shots plus taco specials and lime jello wrestling. It's Cinco de Mayo only like Monroe's could do. Friday, May 5th. Put it in your calendar. Plus tequila shots and taco specials. Where do you want to celebrate Cinco de Mayo? It's Monroe's. Peace.
I'm John Morgan. All law firms are not the same. As America's largest personal injury firm, we have more trials, more lawyers, more office buildings, and more caring staff members than any other injury law firm in the world. There's really nothing else like it. With more than 2 million people just like you calling us every single year, your trust in us means the world to me. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Shoppers, this is your local sweet corn farmer letting you know that Florida sweet corn is in season. Grown right here by farmers just like me, these golden cobs of sunshine are already in the produce section, waiting to go home to your family's dinner table. For all your local grown in-season foods and ingredients, ask for Fresh from Florida or look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo. Learn more at followfreshfromflorida.com. And happy eating.
The biggest horse race of the year is here, and there's no better time to get in on the action with FanDuel Racing, because right now all customers can get a no-sweat Derby bet up to $20. That means you'll get up to $20 back if your win bet doesn't win. The FanDuel Racing app is super easy to use, safe, and secure, and when you win, you get paid fast. So don't miss out. The Derby is coming up this Saturday. It's the most watched horse race in the world and the longest continuously running sports event in the country. Get in on the excitement and tradition edition of the Run for the Roses this Saturday. The FanDuel Racing app has all the horse racing action. Visit racing.fanduel.com/DerbyFL for your chance to get a no-sweat Derby bet up to $20 on FanDuel Racing. That's racing.fanduel.com/DerbyFL. Age and residency restrictions apply. Offer valid on first Derby win wager. Refund issued in non-withdrawable racing site credit that expires on 6/12/23. Restrictions apply. See terms at racing.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Finding great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Their powerful matching technology delivers so many qualified candidates, it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. At ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The News Junkie is brought to you by Gordon & Partners. ForTheInjured.com. 561-333-3333.
Hey, it's the Greek. There are many tequilas out there, but when you want the best, your selection should be Tequila 512. A sipping tequila that's so greatly priced, it's also perfect for margaritas. Tequila 512 is perfect addition to make a normal night a special night. Whether you like tequila neat or mixed with cocktails, the best choice is Tequila 512. Every spirit has its moment. Today it's tequila. Your choice should be Tequila 512. Peace.
Cinco de Mayo is here this Friday at Duffy Sports Grill. Join the fiesta with games, giveaways, and great deals on margaritas and twin tacos starting at just $3. What could be better than ice-cold drinks and fiery tacos? See you at Duffy's this Cinco de Mayo.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. New South makes windows that are both energy efficient and hurricane resistant. New South is the factory and eliminates the middleman. New South windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers because we know Florida weather.
Going on now, save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency on earth, and if you owe back taxes, the news isn't good. The IRS is raising the interest rate it charges on unpaid taxes, and further rate hikes are expected. Most people don't know it, but the IRS adds interest charges to your tax debts daily. So if you owe the IRS today, you'll owe even more tomorrow. And it doesn't stop until you get right with the IRS. The good news is getting right can start with one phone call to Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax relief firm. Optima's tax professionals specialize in the Fresh Start Initiative, a powerful IRS program that can save you thousands if you qualify. In fact, the experts at Optima have resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients. Call now for a free consultation.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Palm Beach expressways look good on our Thursday drive. Checking the traffic cameras, no major delays on the Turnpike or 95. Downtown West Palm, bit of a mess. Sunfest setup going on. Flagler Drive, that is shut down. From Okeechobee Boulevard to Banyan, use Dixie or Olive instead. And make sure you slow down for pedestrians on the commute. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Reese Windows and Doors.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word HAPPY right now to 20129. That's HAPPY to 20129.
Pray.com's Meditative Prayers podcast is the best way to bring God's perfect peace into your night. Each meditative prayer helps you focus on God, fight anxiety, sleep better, and more.
As you close your eyes, ask God to come and have fellowship with you.
Or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Thursday afternoon, getting ready for Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. Gonna have some tequila tomorrow, some tequila 512 in the Penthouse. We're looking forward to that. I will do my first shot of tequila in my entire life. So I'm very excited for that. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hey, I thought we've never done a shot of tequila together.
Not tequila.
I thought I poured you some, maybe last Cinco or something, and you just had a sip of it, but it was a lot for you.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, you made me
I know mojitos.
Yeah, they were fantastic.
Yeah, but that was with Tito's.
Yeah.
But I think, because one year and you were just like, ooh, I don't know how you guys do that.
Probably.
Have we had tequila here in the Penthouse?
I can't remember.
I thought so.
Yeah, I thought so
we did
too.
it one time, yeah.
I think we did too. I think
All right,
it was
so we won't do it
I think it
tomorrow?
was a Cinco. No, let's do it again.
Do it again?
Yes,
Are you
let's
kidding
do
me?
it again. I'm saying this time I think you got it because before you just did a little sip and it was a lot. This time you're going to take it like a man.
Wow. Can't wait to see that.
I'll bring the tequila. Oh, you're bringing the tequila. No, you bring the tequila because it's 512. I want to try it.
Okay.
Perfect.
And I'll try to take it like a man. Wow. All right, so
right.
what do you need to be an official, and I bet you, I'm going to see if you guys get the answer.
Okay.
What do you need to be officially a sex symbol?
What do you need?
Mm-hmm.
Like your an
Enough
attribute, like on your body.
No, just what do you need? What do you need?
Enough
'Cause
popularity, I think. I think it's just a matter of how many people think it and put it out there.
Yeah.
That's pretty on spot. Yeah. I also think you need just one person to think you're sexy.
To be a sex symbol?
Yeah, because you can have one person thinks you're sexy, and that's good enough.
Well,
Mark
in their eyes, right? You're a
Yeah.
sex symbol to them. But I guess, if
Sure.
you're talking about like for the masses, yeah, it's a popularity thing. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Martha Stewart at 81 says that she knows she's a sex symbol and she enjoys it,
Get it,
embraces
Martha.
Oh, wow.
I mean, she posts those thirst traps all the time on her Instagram.
Yeah.
She knows what she's doing.
Exactly.
So she calls you 2 o'clock in the morning, says she has a flat tire. Will you come fix it?
Yes.
And
I will too.
would you?
And I'll take some tequila 512 with me.
Perfect.
'Cause I want to make sure she gets lubed up, if you know what I mean, kids.
Wow. And she says, help me with my tire. I can't change a flat,
Hey,
obviously.
Martha, that's not a souffle.
Yeah, I would say I can't help you with a tire, Martha, because you know I can't do anything. I'm the Greek. And I'm very bougie. I can't change a flat. I can't spell flat. But and then she says she'll make you breakfast. See, a lot of guys always like the whole thing that she can cook, too.
Yeah, that's great. Girls like that stuff too. A girl or a guy who can cook. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, 877-927-6969. Martha Stewart calls you 2 in the morning. Do you go help her out? Well, anybody you might help out because you're a good person, especially if they're in need. You might end up doing it. We know somebody, Jimmy, who is making...
I was going to say, speaking of good people, huh? So at first he was getting ripped because he didn't do anything right away, but apparently Jimmy Fallon is going to help his staff get through the writer's strike, according to this article that I was reading this morning.
Because he is a part of the Writers Guild, right?
Right.
I believe he's a member. Okay.
Right. So, I think the actors and they're all part of it, right? But this is the actual writers that are on strike.
but he's part of the Writers Guild, right? They have the Actors Guild, but I think
I would imagine that he's also part of the writers because at one time he was writing a lot of comedy. Here is a little bit of an update though about what's going on. Employees at the Tonight Show and Seth Meyers' Late Show will be paid for the next 2 weeks by NBC. And then Jimmy and Seth will personally pay their teams for a third week. So they at least got 3 weeks of pay coming. Staff will also have guaranteed health insurance through September, according to this article. Do you have an option, an opinion on the strike? According to a new poll, 58% of Americans either somewhat support or strongly support the writers, while only 15% somewhat oppose or strongly oppose to them. So apparently that's just a general public and how they feel about it. 27% aren't sure, or more accurately, their lives probably aren't ruled by TV. By the way, just wanted to share this quote from one of the writers. According to tweets from Tonight Show staffer Sarah Kobos, or Kobos, Kobos, the 3 weeks of pay weren't initially guaranteed. At a meeting Jimmy wasn't even at, We were told NBC decided to stop paying us after this week and our health insurance after this month if the strike is ongoing. This is a tweet that she put out.
Yep.
They won't even tell us if we technically will be furloughed, just active employees who aren't paid. That kind of reminds me of somebody else that thought that, they walk out and then they expect stuff.
Well,
I always kind of thought that was weird.
She's the girl that we obviously spoke about yesterday, where I said I was surprised that, not that she put it out there and her name. And she's the one who obviously called out Jimmy Fallon because she also said, hey, you took us bowling last week, but that can't pay our rent.
Yeah.
Right. So I am surprised, and again, that you would put that out there because, again, that's where you work. And, there is a lot of management who will not take lightly to that. And I want to see if this woman, I hope she does, has a job 6 months from now or a year from now, because I don't think people forget. But I was surprised that she called out. Now, Fallon didn't say this immediately. Remember, he took a knee. Then when she put this out, like a lot of things, on social media, then he said, okay, I'm going to do this the day after. Because initially, he was stepping away from it.
Yep.
And
he just didn't say anything. We didn't know what was going on behind the scenes, and apparently, come to find out, they sat down, they were able to hash something out and work it out to where they are going to say, hey, you know what? We will pay you out of our pocket.
Which is
you're
nice.
Going on strike. You're doing this yourselves.
Yeah.
But we'll go ahead and pay you. I don't know. I think that's a nice gesture. You're striking on your boss, and your boss is paying you for 2 weeks. I think that's pretty nice.
And then I think it's nice that
NBC is paying it.
Yeah, and I think it's nice
first
that
and foremost, your boss is NBC.
And there's many writers just not here. So the other writers, we're not hearing them getting paid. And then Jimmy Fallon and Myers are paying them out of their pocket.
Yep, for a third week.
Yeah,
So
and again, one thing I haven't read, maybe you have, I haven't read this. And this is where the scales will tip, whoop, or the other way, is what they're really striking for. Like, what do they actually get paid?
Oh, well, how much they're right. So they're looking for what, a percentage of the compensate of
from
for
streaming and
the
stuff.
Streaming.
I know
and
that's the big issue.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah,
so
I don't
why,
either.
Why
So,
that's different from something else per se.
Yeah, and I don't know, like I said, so I don't have knowledge of it, so I don't know what it means. But I think that's where you would hear where the public goes one side or the other, because you hear people strike all the time.
That's the
Teachers,
problem, right? We don't know that. So they were offered something, but they turned it down.
Yeah,
so
their demands right now, the union says it's seeking higher minimum pay, and I don't know what the minimum pay is right now, and more writers per show, among other demands. They say the conditions, it says, have been diminished in the content boom of the streaming era. They said the last writer strike was back in 2008, and that lasted 3 months. The Alliance of Motion Picture and Television producers said it offered a generous increase in compensation for writers as well as improvements in streaming residuals, but so far is refusing to negotiate with the union over other proposals that the Guild is asking for, which I don't know what those proposals are.
I think they also picked a bad time for them.
And they're also concerned about production companies using AI to further diminish the writers' roles, too.
Yeah.
So that's an issue with them.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised if they're trying to get something in there
yes.
that says AI can't be used.
Speaking of, if you have not seen these yet, realradio921.com/the Penthouse. Go to the Penthouse blog. AI-generated commercials.
Oh,
there
did
is
you
one,
see those? The pizza one?
The beer and the pizza one.
Yeah,
Have you seen the beer one?
I saw the beer one, too. That is
Whoa.
scary.
I feel like I am tripping out on drugs when I watch shows.
Yeah.
Watch them. It is like you do. You're just like, what? It's what I'm gonna have a nightmare about that beer one. It is so whacked out, but it's an AI generated, both of them. They're in separate blog posts. The pizza one isn't as bad, but it's a little crazy.
Really? You don't think so?
There's some crazy moments. The beer one, I think, is way nuttier.
The way they talk, like the way their mouths are.
But when they're like drinking the beer, there's like two guys that are like taking down a beer at the same time. It's really weird.
It is very bizarre.
Yes, it almost reminds me somehow. And I know it's not because that was claymation. Land of Confusion. Do you know what I'm talking about by Genesis?
Yeah.
That music video?
Yes.
It kind of reminds me of that weird kind of music video.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Even
the
though
way they kind of cut out the faces and the way they would talk.
And they're distorted.
Okay. I get it.
But if you've not seeked them out, they are trippy. And that was AI generated. They're not real. It's not like a pizza company hired them. They just kind of did it to see what they could put out. But, I mean, this is just the beginning. Give it some time and work out the kinks. It's pretty scary what it can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This whole artificial intelligence and the audio side of things is really getting scary.
Yep.
It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. We're going to come back with a trifecta, some more about the writer's strike, and a lot more on a Thursday. Peace.
letting you know what girls talk about when the boys are not around. It's Pillow Talk with Franny and Megan. Friday nights at 7 on Real Radio 92.1 and always available online at realradio921.com/Pillow Talk.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe it.
Woo!
Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's awesome. It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Grand in Your Hand is sponsored by Precision Garage Door. When your garage door squeaks, creaks, or just flat out breaks, you need Precision Garage Door. Always open and available on weekends. Plus, they stock the largest selection of hurricane impact garage doors in South Florida. Go to flgaragedoor.com. flgaragedoor.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny as we move through our Thursday. Low humidity out there as well, so it's a very comfortable day across South Florida. We'll be in the mid-80s for the day. Temperatures will cool back down into the 60s and 70s again overnight. Back in the 80s again on Friday with a clear sky. The chance of rain increases for us late this weekend.
This report is sponsored by the Tudor Dixon Podcast.
Coming up on the next episode of the Tudor Dixon Podcast, Kyle Olson joins the show to talk about the madness at Michigan State University. Banned words? Are our kids too sensitive? Be sure to catch new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
This week on Leguizamo Does America, John Leguizamo visits Chicago, where the Mexican and Puerto Rican communities have transformed the city into Chicagolandia. Leguizamo Does America. All new episode, Sunday, May 7th at 10 p.m. Eastern on MSNBC and streaming on Peacock.
At Casper, we love sleep as much as you do. That's why we're bringing back the very first bed-in-a-box millions love at a price everyone will love. Meet the Casper, a mattress so comfortable it could only have one name. Enjoy 4 layers of cozy support for just $9.95, plus AirScape technology to help you wake up refreshed. Get your best rest at our best price with the new Casper mattress. Available at your local Casper sleep shop. For the love of sleep. Exclusions apply. See casper.com/promo.
Hey, it's the Greek for Precision Garage Door of South Florida. They have a large inventory of hurricane garage doors. Get ready because hurricane season is right around the corner. If you need a new garage door, look no further than Precision's Garage Door of South Florida. They're the largest inventory in stock of hurricane garage doors. Does your door need service? You can call Precision 24/7. They have a quick response time even on weekends, and there's no extra charge. Precision is locally owned and operated, and all the work is done by trained and certified employees. If you need a new garage door or your garage door is not working properly, you can count on Precision. Go to FLGARAGE door.com. That's FLGARAGE door.com.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. In office, West Palm Beach.
Macy's one-day sale starts tomorrow with deals of the day on gifts mom will love, like fine jewelry selections to make her day sparkle, 35 to 70% off. Shoes, handbags, and more spring accessories, 30 to 50% off. And summer-ready dresses for any occasion, $49.99 to $99.99. Plus, get contact-free curbside pickup or pickup in store at Macy's. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Progressive protects more than just your home and car. You could save when you bundle your motorcycles, ATVs, boats, and RVs. Doesn't that sound good? Like the sound of your boat cruising along the Intercoastal. And there's the sound of the prop hitting a really big rock. And now the sound of waves, because the engine stopped. But you know what does sound good? You're covered with Progressive. So bundle all your vehicles and home in one place and save with the multi-policy discount. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering professional-grade industrial supplies, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do you have heart failure and often hear,
"Those stomach issues ruined your birthday"?
"You're too tired to play catch, Grandpa."
Sweetie, you haven't touched your tools since the carpal tunnel syndrome diagnosis.
If these seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, talk to your cardiologist. Ask about transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM, a rare and underdiagnosed disease that gets worse over time. Learn more at connecttoyourheart.com. That's connecttoyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Give your small business one tech solution that checks all the boxes. It's all here with the Comcast Business Complete Connectivity Solution. It's cyber threat security for peace of mind. Check. The power of the largest, fastest, reliable network for small business. That's a triple box check right there. And save up to 75% a year on your wireless bill with Comcast Business Mobile. Check and cha-ching. It's everything you need to keep your business connected. From the company powered by the next generation 10G network. The complete connectivity solution. Get started for just $40 a month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. And ask about an $800 prepaid card. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 5/21/23. Restrictions apply. Requires EcoBill AutoPay and new 100 megabits per second and Security Edge service. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Compares weighted average of top 3 carriers. Savings vary. After 12 months, regular rates apply.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Drive times on 95 up to speed. We're looking good and accident-free on the Turnpike along the Palm Beaches. Downtown West Palm, we have Sunfest setup going on. Flagler Drive is closed from Okeechobee Boulevard to Banyan through Detour, Olive, or Dixie Highway. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
This week on Red Pilled America, should artificial intelligence be stopped?
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is the Penthouse on a Thursday. After us, it is the News Junkies. Then Rover steps in, and then it's the Panthers tonight taking on Toronto Game 2. We are at home of the Florida Panthers for that Cup Drive. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hello, hello.
And it's time for the last trifecta of the day.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
Man, the Celtics took a beat down on the Sixers last night, 121-87. Took every cheesesteak out of Philadelphia and spanked them hard. That series is now tied 1-1 in the Eastern Conference. On the other side, it is our Miami Heat and the Knicks. They play on Saturday at 3:30. And then in the West, go West, young man. It's Denver up 2-0 on the Suns, and it's the Lakers 1-up on the Warriors. That is your NBA status. Tom Brady was in L.A. looking at a home. So maybe that's going to add to some speculation that is not true, that he is ever going to play for the Miami Dolphins. That rumor does not seem to die. But when you got Brady's kind of jack, you could have 37 houses. It doesn't mean anything. But he was in L.A. and he was photographed at some home. And they said maybe he's going to live out there. Like Franny, he said he does have a production company out there. Maybe it'll make it easier for him. But again, the speculation with Brady and obviously coming to the Miami Dolphins just does not end. And like I said, the Panthers tonight are playing Toronto Game 2 NHL second round. And the Panthers are also 6-1 only to win the Stanley Cup. You're a Panther fan. I was shocked. I thought it was going to be like 15 or 20 to 1. It's only 6-1 odds for them to win it all. So we'll see what happens with that and the Panthers, but you can hear it on Real Radio tonight starting at 7 o'clock. And Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Tequila 512. And that is your last Trifecta of the day.
So I'm sorry, Jimmy, go ahead.
Earlier we were talking about the bad, the people going to concerts. And
Yes.
now it kind of morphed into how bad fans are.
Mhm.
And then we brought up the fact that Philadelphia fans were known for throwing batteries.
Mhm.
Well, I found a little bit out, but not a lot. So
Okay.
it kind of goes back to the 90s when apparently J.D. Drew was drafted by the Phillies as the number 2 pick for baseball back then. And apparently he refused to sign and ended up playing for the St. Louis Cardinals. So the first time that the Cardinals played the Phillies,
They threw batteries?
They threw batteries at him. And that's where it kind of goes back to that. Now, again, the significance of batteries.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
They hurt.
There is not.
Yeah.
There apparently
That's
really
probably the
is a thing.
significance.
Yeah.
I know, but it's just it's odd, right?
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say this because I hopped on to TMZ. It's something that you had brought up yesterday, Jimmy, and we do have a bit of breaking news in the entertainment world. It looks like, and by the way, very unfortunate because I found out due to this court hearing that he's been dealing with, he missed his grandmother's funeral. Like they would not let him leave for this. And I am talking about Ed Sheeran. So he was in trial for that whole Marvin Gaye estate copyright trial.
Right. He was there. I mean, he was playing in the court.
So they said, yep, the jury has spoken in the Ed Sheeran copyright trial. He has been found not liable for ripping off what they say one of Marvin Gaye's classics, Let's Get It On.
Well, here is Ed Sheeran fans.
Oh yeah, because he said if he was found,
Tapioca.
he said he was done. I'm out of the music industry if this happens. So the singer received the verdict today in a Manhattan federal court after a jury made the decision. So yes, he is not liable. I am sure, like you said, his fans and Ed Sheeran are taking a big old deep breath of air. Exhale. Yes. So just wanted to bring that up because I know that was a story we had mentioned yesterday.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that far along. It's I was kind of under the impression it would be going on for a little bit. Yeah.
Well, I think they like mentioned this like a couple years ago that they were going after him.
Yeah, it's been going on for a while. And then they finally got to the jury.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy, we have somebody on hold?
Yeah, we got Freddie Covers on the line. Hey, Fred, what's going on, pal?
Hey, happy Thursday, gang. Greek, I heard you're doing a special at Monroe's, Cinco de Mayo. Now, do we bring our...
It's a show, Fred. It's a show.
It's a show, Fred. Are you perfect? Are you perfect?
The 5th of mayonnaise.
Hey. If you know anything about advertising, it's that it works, bitch, and you remembered because of that. So it's a show, but I'll take it.
Is it a show or is it a commercial?
Yeah.
It's a live mention. Thank God I'm going to New York this weekend.
Do we bring our own mayo?
Yeah, you bring your own bread.
Yeah.
You bring your own bread.
And it better be mayo. Don't bring that Miracle Whip crap.
Bring your own mayo.
Yeah, and throw in a slice of tomato too, you cheap bitch.
Yeah, because before the show, Jimmy was talking to me. He goes, instead of saying Cinco de Mayo, you should say Cinco de Mayo. I went,
that was your idea, Jimmy?
No, actually, you're so kind to try to give me credit for that. How kind of you, Greek. Thank you. Hold on.
I lie about everything. So I said, you think so? And he goes, yeah, go Cinco de Mayo instead of Mayo. What was the one we had a couple weeks ago at the Greek Fest? Oprah. See, everybody thought Oprah was going to show up at the Greek Fest.
See?
It worked again.
It works every time.
Now, do we bring our own mayo? And is this in the champagne room that this takes place? Is it an extra $100 for the Miracle Whip, or what's
Fred,
the price
bring your own mayo, baby. Bring it home. I mean, but just go there tomorrow night. See the beautiful girls are up until 5 a.m. 5-star menu. It's Cinco de Mayo.
I just kind of put a couple things together there too, huh?
Yeah, you can add it up. 2 and 2 is 4 there.
Hopscotch.
Hopscotch.
Her head.
Yeah, your little biscuit brain.
Mayo jokes at a gentleman's club. Maybe not a good idea.
Yeah.
Fred, you can do whatever you want. You're a winner.
Is this part of your best memory for Sunfest, or
One of mine? Well, I didn't get there yet, so I can't tell you there, Nimrod. It's tomorrow night.
You've never been to Sunfest? You've never.
You were talking about memories, that happened like in the past.
Yeah, but we weren't talking about that then. We were talking about Cinco de Mayo. And then tomorrow I'm going to Sunfest, and I'm going to stop there.
You're not going to Sunfest. Are you kidding?
Hold on.
I lie about everything.
Not everything.
I'm going to open it. I'm cutting the ribbon for Sunfest. You kidding me?
What ribbon?
When they open up
The
tomorrow
one
night.
I'm going to hang around my neck.
5 o'clock tomorrow, I'll be there with bells on. Bing bang.
Nobody else will be there, but 5 o'clock, Greek will be there.
Is it opening tomorrow 5 o'clock?
Yes,
or am I
it
wrong?
opens
5 a.m. See you there.
5 p.m. I want to beat the crowds.
Is Ribbon running in the Kentucky Derby?
No, it's not there. No, there's 20 horses running. I don't know if anything called Ribbon, to be honest with you, but I'll check.
You gonna have pony picks for us tomorrow?
Yes, and we also might have Teddy Covers calling us from Viva Las Vegas to give us some Kentucky Derby news.
Oh, you forgot to do the whole horse thing that was requested on the text line.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that after Freddie's call.
What?
What are your 3 favorite memories, each of you, from Sunfest?
I lost my Prada sunglasses.
I lost my Ray-Bans after receiving them for a birthday gift in a matter of 30 minutes.
Yeah, I was so upset.
These are good memories. What is your best memories of Sunfest? I lost an $800 pair of sunglasses.
I've had so many good times at Sunfest. I don't know. Salt and Pepper was there. I had a blast. We took a boat out. My friends rented a boat, and we took it to Sunfest. That was a good time.
I paid a girl
Getting
$1,000.
to introduce Slightly Stupid last year was an incredible experience.
I paid a girl $1,000 one time, and she said I would have done it for free. That was a great memory.
Being spotted by people who listen to Real Radio as I'm exiting the porta potty, and then them telling Johnny C,
that was
"Hey, just saw Franny exit the porta potty." I'm like, "Cool, thanks for letting him know my every move."
How about that?
I got a pretzel one time, and somebody put mustard on it for me.
Yeah, so many memories, Freddie.
For me, it was the food and the fireworks. But hey, let's stick with the bad stuff. This is great.
One time I had a hot dog out, and some girl walked by and put mustard right on it and didn't move a
Actually,
beat.
you know what?
No hands.
My husband and I rekindled because we had split up, and we rekindled on a Sunday. And this is not when we were married, when we were dating. And we rekindled our relationship on that Sunday at Sunfest on the barge. And since then, we never looked back. So
what
I'll
did
say
the
that
bastard
was it.
do?
What did the bastard do? Maybe it was Franny.
It was my fault.
I said maybe. You never know.
Well, because I was dating people, and he was like, "I can't do this anymore. I can't. I want to be the only one." And then I decided, "All right, you are the only one."
I'll bite my tongue now.
Yes.
That was a great decision.
Now, Greek, I heard that your favorite Sunfest memory was leaving 1,000 on the mixing board for Hootie and the Blowfish.
Maybe. Hootie and the Blowfish? Maybe. Sunfest is a great time. I mean, it's really part of South Florida's culture. We look forward to every year, and it's great for us to be having the opportunity to give you guys tickets.
Yeah, my favorite.
You know, that camera's on. Greek looks so forward to it, he's going to Jersey. He said,
I'm
out of here, bitches.
Peace out.
And the only reason I'm going this weekend is because I was supposed to go 2 weekends ago, and my flight got canceled. And I haven't gone to see my mom in a long time, and I owe it to see her. And people have called me a bad son because of this and all this other stuff. And I got to get out there and see my mom. That's it.
All right. I think our favorite was we were on the boat fishing in the morning and came back. Had a great day, and we came back. And in those days, you could actually anchor up right in the Intercoastal, and there was no limitation. And Jimmy Cliff, Sunday afternoon, I think he was 67 years old, and just I thought, God, I hope he can still sing. And his voice was just melted us. I mean, it was an unbelievable show. Supposedly, he taught Bob Marley how to sing. He's one of the godfathers of reggae for some of you young folks who haven't listened to him. So listen to some Jimmy Cliff. But I think my favorites, Little Feat, Inner Circle, George Thorogood,
okay,
Thunderbirds, George Clinton, Parliament Funkadelic. I wish funk would come back.
Oh, me too, brother.
Yeah.
Get out of my diary.
Greek's all about the funk.
Bring back the funk.
Bonnie Raitt, Tom Grodman, Weezer, and Johnny Lang. Johnny Lang, I'd heard of him before, and I wasn't really familiar with him, and he just absolutely slayed it. One of the great blues guitarists of all time. So I guess those are my favorite memories of Sunfest.
All right, well, we're glad that you have some memories. We ask people all week if you have any Sunfest memories, and if you do, great. It's always a good time, Sunfest. It's a lot of fun with your family and friends, and, you know, you never know. People have gotten married who have met at Sunfest. I mean, so it does happen.
So when are you going to be out of the paddock for betting this weekend?
I am going to be at the Palm Beach Kennel Club tomorrow after our show. I'm stopping by to put in some wagers for the Kentucky Derby. It's the only place to bet in Palm Beach County. It's the Palm Beach Kennel Club. Peace.
Pick me out a nice superfecta. Ask Eddie.
I hit a trifecta a couple of weeks ago. That's it for me. I mean, I'm not going to hit one for a long time. So yeah, I just take the long shots, and I'm just happy to be involved with Palm Beach Kennel Club. It's my honor to do it every year.
I heard Cinco de Mayo is 60-1.
All right, we love you, Fred. Don't push it. I still take your calls. Don't push it, you Fruit Loop. Have a good weekend, buddy. That means don't call tomorrow.
You too.
Yeah. Well, you can call tomorrow.
We're not taking your call.
Yeah, exactly. 11:05. Give us a call. Go ahead.
Call 205. Jimmy, great job as always. You're like Jimmy Butler. We can always count on you. You put the basket in every time. Thanks for everything you do with the contest, the blog, and behind the scenes. You do a million things. You're like an octopus. You have so many hands. Great job.
Well, thank you, Greek. Always a pleasure working with you. Franny, always a pleasure working with you, too. Thank you so much. And thank you for listening. Not you, but you and you and you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening.
Franny, great job as always. I mean, it's just like a repeated duck. You do a great job all the time.
Just like a repeated duck. Wow.
Oh.
You do a great job with the text line.
Thanks.
I'm looking
It's
so
amazing
far.
she comes in. It really is amazing.
It is. That must mean I really, really love you guys.
Hey, tomorrow I'm excited for Cinco de Mayo, which is Mayo, and I will bring the roast beef too. We have a great sandwich and some tequila. Great job as always. Thank you.
Nothing more than I like
Nice.
with my tequila than some roast beef.
And mayo.
No, Jimmy, as always, thank you for everything. Thank you, G-Man. I'm excited for tomorrow. Thank you, of course. And we want to gift you for being so incredible, and that's $1,000 granted in your hand. In about 10 minutes, we're going to have another keyword coming your way. This is going away tomorrow, so make sure you jump in on the action. Win $1,000. Now, speaking of winning, I know we're all winning when we hear some parting words from Greek.
Greek Podcast coming back today, baby. So we're excited about that. We're going to film our first one, sponsored by Tequila 512. That's going to be a lot of fun. And you guys have a great afternoon. Enjoy South Florida. Get ready for Cinco de Mayo, whatever you want to call it. And we'll be back tomorrow. You believe it? They're bringing us back? Love you. Peace.
Be your friend. Follow us at Real Radio 92.1 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are mostly sunny as we move through our Thursday. Low humidity out there as well, so it's a very comfortable day across South Florida. We'll be in the mid-80s for the day. Temperatures will cool back down into the 60s and 70s again overnight. Back in the 80s again on Friday with the clear sky. The chance of rain increases for us late this weekend.
This report is sponsored by Reese Windows and Doors.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word HAPPY right now to 20129. That's HAPPY to 20129.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.